Hello, hello, hey everybody, and hello Unraised Bell, always wonderful to see a first-time chatter. I hope you have a wonderful stay tonight. It's Monday, I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I had a pretty solid one. You know, I'm not big on like other types of media. I spend 90% of my free time playing video games, but I had an urge to watch Little Shop of Horrors, and that was wonderful. Really good movie, actually. Got me in the Halloween spirit. And then this morning, I'm out walking my dog, right? And I see this little black cat trying to catch some magpies, and the magpies were messing with it, something fierce. So I'm like, oh, poor little thing, I'll go give him some food. So I get some cat food. I hate Mondays, eats lasagna. I like that. Honestly, Mondays can't be too bad if I'm streaming, though, promise. But yeah, I go out to feed this little cat, right? Because I felt bad. It couldn't catch a bird to save its life. Little dingus of a cat. And next thing I know, it's following me around. It follows me back to my apartment and then proceeds to sit out my apartment for what felt like an hour. I didn't know what to do, and then the neighbors came out and kind of handled it, and I just pretended like I had no idea what was going on. But what a great start to the day, though, you know what I'm saying? Tonight, I've decided for my second to last, penultimate, I think is the term, October Spooky Halloween stream, I figured I would do some more World of Horror. Tomorrow, we're going to play a game that is coming out tomorrow called Little Goody Two Shoes, so I hope we're all looking for... It's your cat now. No, I've already got a cat, and she's a pain in the butt. I also have a rule against boy cats. Boy cats are very needy, and that's probably why it sat out there for an hour. But, yeah, we're going to be playing something new and interesting tomorrow, but I think at this point I've played a lot of World of Horror to the point that I'm even comfortable saying that I'm more or less a World of Horror streamer, kind of. So why not end it on the game that I've had so much fun playing, and the game that netted me 100 views on YouTube, which I'm still really in shock for. You guys are all wonderful. All of you are fantastic, and I appreciate that. Yesterday, on my day off, I did play a decent amount of World of Horror just to unlock stuff. You know, I thought the fun theme for this October would be unlocking a lot of the stuff as we played. You know, I started on a fresh save file and all that. Not by my own choice, but it kind of slowed down, and we got to the point where a lot of the achievements were like, do specific thing. And I kind of want to get into that, actually. Let me open up the game real quick, and we can look into that. It's so weird. There's supposed to be a jump scare if you tab out, but I guess with OBS up, World of Horror gets a little shy about that. But, like, some of these achievements are a little rough. Like this one right here, encounter 3 dream enemies in one playthrough. You'd think that wouldn't be difficult. You'd think that would be a pretty easy enough achievement to get. But it ended up taking me like 3 attempts of just consistently throwing my character into the forest. As far as I'm aware, I only know of 2 dream enemies in the game, and they're both in the forest, so I don't know. So stuff like that I figured wouldn't be worth showing on stream. Stuff like, as Moriko defeat an enemy with a working chainsaw. Getting a working chainsaw is a lot of effort, and you have to go out of your way to do it. So, you know, I unlocked some old gods, I unlocked some playable characters, and for the last World of Horror stream for October, we're going to look at a lot of the newer content. Now, I am still missing one final character, but I have a very good feeling at some point on stream we will get to see me grab every achievement and play as the current final character in the game. With that being said, let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. I'm actually really excited to play more World of Horror. This is a game that'll never tire me. I'll never get bored of playing this game. So, custom playthrough as always. Maybe we'll do a challenge mode run tonight. Maybe we'll try parole violation again. I feel like the new character, the baseball character, kind of just is parole violation as a character, though, honestly. City of Shiokawa, Japan, 1980X. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new, unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth aeons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you've finally arrived in the doomed town. Alright, so I kind of want to just immediately jump into playing as Yumiko. I played her a little bit on one of my previous streams, and the idea I got is that she kind of has garbage stats, but she has really high luck, I feel like. Like, she just has a really high luck stat. It's not, you can't really check that, though, unfortunately. Luck is a hidden stat. I get the vibes, though, so we'll try Yumiko, and we'll try the Knight Errant backstory, which requires us to get an A ending on every investigation that we do. So this should be really interesting. As long as I don't get Bizarre Brood of a blood-curdling botanist, we should be okay, because the A ending for that is very specific. Kind of want to shift to Timeline B. We'll do Timeline B later, and we're going to play on the medium difficulty. I've already proven myself. I've gotten my clears on the hardest difficulty. I'm good for now. So we're going to go into it. And then there's a lot of old gods I can show off now. We've got Keturufu, the Dreaming. Losing Reason raises Doom. Pretty solid, actually. That seems like it'd be really challenging. We've got Herald of the Shattered Court. Completing a mystery triggers an additional Old God Stir status. Genuinely, this seems like an easier Old God than the ones in base game. I kind of want to do this one just to, like, see, because honestly, a lot of the Old God Stir statuses don't really affect your gameplay. The only one I ever watch out for is the one that makes it impossible to bathe between missions, so that one could be fun. Yogatheg, which I hate. You know what, maybe we'll just show off Yogatheg right now just so I can get it out of the way, but I also want to win, and it's really hard for me to win, because his effect, basically, he impedes your progress by saying, oh, if you go to this location, increase the doom by an extra amount. And the issue with that is that if you need to investigate the school, and Yogatheg says don't go to the school, your hands are pretty fucking tied unless you want to really risk raising your doom super fast. And he could do that 2 turns in a row. It's a really rough old god to play with. And then the other one is Zektast, the Horror from the Stars. Average 21% doom, minus 1 to all stats. This one could be fun for the run we're doing, because the character we're playing starts with really low stats, so by the end of the run, we could be kind of screwed. Man, I'm kind of thinking between that and Herald. You know what, why not? Let's add a little drama to it. Let's do Zektast. A big meteorite fell down on a field in a village near Shiokawa. A farmer who found it contacted researchers from Tokyo, but when they arrived, all they found was a wet puddle of pinkish goo. Oh god, it's the Blob. Knight Errant, only I can save our town. Receive a major penalty each time you complete a mystery with a sub-A ending, which is... yeah, that's gonna be rough. So this character, she starts with the Lucky Bat. It seems like the damage amount is kind of low. I mean, 4 isn't terrible damage to be doing, but it is fast. It has a really low chance to hit, though, so we're gonna have to raise our strength. As you can see, she starts with 5s and everything but knowledge, which is rough. These are really rough starting stats. And unlike Miku, whose stats go up as you play as the Doom rises, hers don't. Actually, that's an interesting thing. If you played Miku against Zektast, I guess they would balance each other out. That's something worth thinking about. And then you also get the Inspiring Novel for starting with Knight Errant, plus 2 damage until the end of the mystery. I'm going to hold on to that for something that I know I'm going to need it for. Audio levels look fine, just making sure everything's good. And yeah, let's go right into it. As always, I like to have a specific setup. For some reason, it never saves this, but I do School Nurse and Schoolyard, Dog Shop and Occult Shop, everything else. I mean, the Monument's okay, but the Illegal Den's so much more useful. And yeah, let's just get right into it. You check your mailbox. It's empty. I would hope so. Alright, we got an empty bottle there. Take a bath, fill the bottle, extra EXP, check outside for ghouls. No ghouls right now. Outfits. She only has a couple outfits. I like her base one. I like the sports jacket. It also has that mark that I've mentioned a couple times on the lapel there. That's definitely involving some kind of Eldritch God that's present in this world, but I choose to believe whoever bears that mark is a force for good, Only because our kick-ass neighbor Kana also seems to be involved with it. Not much else to do. Let's go see what we got. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there is something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware. Your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. So we've got Freaky Feature of Found Footage, Perilous Parable of Peculiar Painting, Bizarre Bruit of the Blood-Curdling Botanist. Oh no. Well, okay, so this is something I actually didn't notice till playing yesterday. We could re-roll the mysteries. Restless Rumors of a Residential Recluse, and Tragic Tale of a Thaumaturgy Teacher. I want to show off Restless Rumors of a Residential Recluse. I believe we got it last session. This is a really cool one. This might be one of my favorite mysteries in the game. I don't want to re-roll that one if I can avoid it. But I don't actually know how to get the A ending for Feature of Found Footage. And unless you have... well, maybe not, but... as far as I'm aware, you have to have the Investigation Macabre Memoirs of Morbid Mermaid to get the ending A to Blood-Curdling Botanist. There's got to be another way. We'll look into it. Why not? Let's start with Restless Rumors of a Residential Recluse, though. Well, you don't get much normalcy in your life these days. Today was supposed to be just that. You've been planning to take today to de-stress before your next investigation. Instead, you awoke to find yourself trapped inside your own apartment. The walls have grown over the door and windows, leaving no exit. Looking through the peephole, you yell and call out to passing neighbors, but your cries fall on deaf ears. Who could have done this to you? More importantly, how are you going to get out of here? Alright, so we are trapped in our house. Day 1's pretty basic, there's not much you can do. The windows are covered in a thick layer of drywall, leaving only shallow cavities. The front door isn't much better. There must be some way out, right? Let's waste another day. I like how it doesn't have people walking there. When you stop by home to pick up your lunch, despite being trapped inside your house, you find a pile of letters in your mailbox. Read them. Oh no! Oh man, this is going to be a really rough run. What's that? You've attracted the attention of something truly evil. Whoa, oh god, that's a great way to start this one off. Let's go check the front door. Look through the peephole. At least he can't get through either. Oh, they're coming to break us out. Look, they got a baseball bat, they're gonna bash the door in for us. Wallpaper and paint have spread around the door's edges. No matter how hard you try, the door refuses to budge. If that's true, I feel like this image doesn't necessarily portray that well enough, but I feel like I'm nitpicking. Let's waste another day. Sitting on the sofa, you find yourself repeatedly checking the time to get some grounding. When you go to eat, though, you realize the clock in the kitchen displays a different time, and your bedroom alarm clock is completely different from each of the others. They need a battery change, probably. You're sure there's some explanation, and you shrug it off and get your food. You pretend you're not nauseous when the clocks later show negative numbers, jumbled words, and nothing at all. This is why you just gotta remove all the clocks in your house. Just live freely without time's constraints. Let's go check that peephole again. There's a weird drawing stuck on your door. Gotta remember that room. It says the bed this time. Last time we did the investigation, it had a picture of the computer. Interesting. Your sleep schedule is starting to drift. The hours just seem to slip past you, and the day is over before you know it. Might as well waste another one. You find an envelope lying on a pillow in your bedroom. Inside is cash and a note from someone who has been watching you. They wish you luck in your task and promise to meet you soon. Just how did this envelope end up in your bedroom? +2 funds, -1 reason. We're rich right now, though. If we can get out of this house, I can actually go buy some items that'll help us. Go to the door again. You wonder just how much things are changing out there without you around. If nothing else, you're at least safer in here than out there. You don't see anything of interest in the hallway today. I like that the person with the baseball bat by day 3 is just like, whatever. Who cares? You've read all of your books and watched all of your VHS tapes 3 times over. God, you miss people. You still change your clothes every day. Is there any point if you're not going outside? Maybe. Pantry's starting to run out of easy meals, and you don't have the energy to cook. Well, in that case, I guess the most we can do is waste another day. The investigation can wait. A hot bath is too inviting. No time for it. As inviting as it may be, you have more important things to do. Minus 3% doom. Nice. Gotta definitely keep the doom down so that our stats don't immediately plummet. You're running out of ways to keep yourself busy. The boredom makes you want to beat your head against a wall. No different dialogue here. You can't see outside anymore. Uh-oh. Pantry starting around of easy meals. Okay, that's the same. You still change clothes every day. Yep. Now we can go to the bedroom, though. Just standing in here makes you lightheaded. The bed is too tempting. You shouldn't stay long. Well, now we know to check behind the bed, though. Something guides your hand. What is this? Oh, it's the stuffed toy again. +1 curse removal. That actually seems really useful. I'm going to hold on to that. We can't check behind the desk now, though, huh? You don't have the energy to keep searching. That's fine. Let's waste another day. When you go to use the bathroom, you notice there's a clump of hair coming up the sink drain. You're certain it's not yours. Luck check. Success. See what I mean? She's pretty lucky, this character. Might bump the music up a little bit. Very lucky character. You tug the strand up out of the drain, only to find a few coins tied to the end of the hair. Ugh. You pocket the money and try not to think about it. Your mind is hazy. It's all blurring together. You just want to sleep. Same. You're beginning to doubt this door will ever open again. It's better that way. You don't have much of an appetite. What were you doing again? The apartment cradles you gently in your sleep every night, keeping you warm within her ribcage. Let's go take a nap. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up! Shouts the deep voice from behind the door. I know you're there! Okay, please let me out, please. Get closer to the door and ask what's the matter. Dexterity check failure. That's understandable. Before you can answer, the door's letterbox suddenly opens and an unknown invader tries to look inside. You lurch back in shock. The man sees you and tries to get in, screaming curses the whole time. A neighbor calls the police and the attacker escapes from your apartment building. -2 reason. ... And what do we go here? Nothing. But we can approach the wall. As you get closer, you notice thin cracks in the wall, above the bed. Something dark, glistening red, pulsates inside. The crack moves like lips, and the apartment whispers to you, just lay down. You hear wooden support beams creak as the walls flex, reaching toward you from all sides. And let me take care of you. Oh, you can sacrifice the toy. We need to get ending A. Preparing for combat got me ending A last time. As much as I do want to sacrifice the toy for the alternate ending, we're a knight errant, and we gotta lay the evil to death. The wall opens even further, deeper. A girl lies up curled inside curls up inside of the apartment's womb. I just want you to be safe here. What did I do? Why won't you just stay? It's the roommate! So this one is a interesting fight. I don't know the correct bows and claps, and at 2 reason damage a turn, I don't want to try to figure out the correct bows and claps. We have more than enough money to be throwing funds at it. How much damage could we do? So we could do 2 severs for 4 damage. Yeah, we'll do the 2 severs for 4 damage. Doesn't look like offerings work too well on this fight. Because the offering only does 5 damage. That's really weird. I swear it usually does more than what you can do with 2 severs. But we're just gonna go right for it. Our reason's already tanking. Resolve combat. Easy peasy. Not a bad mystery to do as your first investigation. Honestly, just one of the easier ones in general, I'd say. The girl's face twists oddly. The apartment's pulsing innards slow to a still. The girl mouths something you can't make out. She smiles. You fall unconscious. When you awaken, you're lying in the apartment entryway, beside the open door. The next morning, you see a silhouette on the balcony, staring out at Shiokawa and watching the sunrise. You blink, and she's gone. After that, you never see her again, and after that, your apartment becomes just an apartment. Woohoo! Ending A, easy peasy. Old God stirs. Something wrong with the tap water. Oh, this is exactly what I was complaining about. Contaminated water is the only one that I genuinely dislike because it just makes the whole thing rougher. However, yeah, right at the beginning too, that means that I could have gotten 2 reason back, but now I don't get any reason back. That's okay. I'm at 0 doom after 1 investigation though. If we can keep that up, we don't have to worry about our stats lowering from the old god. So for the next one, let's do Tragic Tale of the Thaumaturgy Teacher. This one I consider an easy one because the final boss raises doom, which, yeah, is a negative given our old god, but bosses that raise doom or enemies that raise doom are always the safest thing to fight, in my opinion. 2B used to be one of the most outstanding classes in the school, at least before their teacher's disappearance. Her replacement glides through the school, entrancing all those around her with her soft voice and calming, emotionless eyes. Now, she stands at the front of the class, scribbling occult symbols in chalk and hissing lessons about the old gods. The children no longer play, but sit in their seats until dark, chanting along, learning of their eldritch masters and preparing to serve them. Alright, so ending A on this one's easy. You do have to do the side thing. I checked it yesterday. If you don't do the side investigation, nothing changes, except for the ending flavor text. If you do this, only the teacher dies. If you don't do this, she takes, like, all of the school with her. It's really fucked up, actually. But let's get the side mission out of the way first. It's getting dark as you arrive at the cemetery, and shadows move in fantastic and unaccountable ways between the tombstones. Finding the right grave may prove to be a challenge, especially when you feel someone's gaze on your back. Let's confront the stranger? Charisma check, failure. A priest from the nearby temple asks what you were doing. When you can't make up a lie, you are thrown out. I imagine comedically, like, they picked her up by the scruff of her neck and her pants and just, like, chucked her out like a cartoon character. Drink that bottled water. Just to get the stamina back, and then we can sell the empty bottle for a fund. I don't see a point in holding... We'll hold on to it for now, I suppose. I want to check the hardware store. The item you need to get the A ending in Botanist is a fire axe. My only understanding of it is that the fire axe comes from an ending from the mermaid story. But I could see it being at the hardware store, maybe. Doesn't look like it. No. We're already here, so I'll buy the flashlight. Flashlight is +1 perception. Anything to raise a stat as this character. She's trying, though. You gotta give her credit. She's trying. Following a rumor. Oh, wait, we gotta go downtown. Well, never mind. We're going downtown again. That was weird. They say a ghost of a heartbroken boy appears on this street at night. Is it just an urban legend, or is there some truth to this tale? Strength check, failure. You plan to wait the entire night, observing the spot where the supposed ghost would appear. But you fall asleep. You wake up on a cold bench, your entire body aching badly. Climbing a tree, you get a better view of the class. Weird schematics of some portal drawn on the blackboard could help you in the future. Following a rumor, you visit the house of a schoolgirl who acted really strange in class. The girl's parents sit crying in the living room and fearfully point you upstairs. Oh yeah, she's got a little rat in her hands. Spoilers, is a dead rat. When you stop by home to pick up your lunch for the second time, you find a pile of letters in your mailbox. Read the letters? Luck check, success. Sweet, it seems that you've won a small amount of money in the lottery. Lucky you, +2 funds. Yeah, lucky you. She already looks traumatized, and we've only gotten 1 investigation done. She sits in her bedroom in a blood-stained uniform, a dead rat lying in her hands. Asked why she killed it? She just grins. You did it for the TikTok. Sitting in a bathtub, you spot something and pick it up. It's a pair of scissors. You've used it to cut your own hair. It wasn't a perfect job by any means, but you fooled them. They had a more serious matter to focus on, after all. What? They will find her one day. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, this is a Yumiko-specific thing. Okay. +5 EXP, -2 stamina. Another lead. The former teacher of the class may prove more useful. Knocking on their door, however, gets you no answer. Just subtle chittering behind the door. Like a rat, but it's not a rat. Maybe they're laughing. Maybe the chittering is them going like, hee hee, I'm not letting you in. You can't come in. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. I wish it was a rat. Oh my god, I need an investigation in this game just to be the Pied Piper. Like, I need to fight a bunch of rats or get like a rat ally. Maybe with like a little chef hat. So we just got a curse. Oh, paranoia. Chance of losing reason each time you lose stamina. Not a fun one. However, speaking of achievements I got on the side, there's an achievement for murdering one of your allies. In order to do that, you have to have the paranoia curse. Once you're paranoid, you can kill any of your allies, and you get an achievement for it. So just throwing that out there. But we're going to use the stuffed toy to get rid of it, because that sounds horrible. It did not go away. I thought the rabbit was interesting. Maybe I misread the stuffed rabbit. Either way, a little boy from the school has been attacked by his classmates. Uh-oh. Well, that's okay. We're just a little paranoid. It's fine. As part of the therapy, some patients took part in art classes. Some of their work fills you with dread. Oh, that's fine. I don't want to rest yet. Maybe the pharmacy... How much doom? What does the pharmacy have? For reason, -2 max stamina, or prescription pills for 2 reason. Okay, we'll do that for 2 reason. Nice. You find him in the hospital covered in bites. Just what is with this whole summoning that he speaks of between sobs? He's talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't listen to him. As you glance around, you notice that more and more people are wearing strange masks, unlike anything you've ever seen before. As you turn to your friends for reassurance, you notice that some also wear these eerie masks. Their voices sound muffled and distorted, and you can't shake off the feeling that they are not quite themselves. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end, and you realize something is terribly wrong. They're preparing for something. This is -2 reason, and I think this is -2 stamina. I'd rather just lose 2 funds. A sense of dread creeps over you, as the masked people are swarming through the store, filling their carts with food and survival equipment. You notice the goods prices have already skyrocketed. You realize that you need to act fast if you want to have any chance of survival. -2 funds. It'd be nice if you chose that one if you could get an item out of it for spending the 2 funds. With no other ideas, you decide to wait outside the school itself. Okay. It's the park guest. I love this one. You just kind of mouse over him and he goes away. Where'd he go? Oh. Oh, uh-oh. And that was the park guest, ladies and gentlemen. It took me a lot of money to get that cameo, okay? I just want to say, park guest does not come cheap, alright? The faint chanting doesn't stop, and no one enters or leaves the building. You enter the kitchen. Even though it's abandoned and the lights are off, something is cooking in a large pot. You don't like the smell of it. Let's look for a first aid kit. Knowledge check failure. You can't find the first aid kit anywhere. Could it have been moved somewhere else? You hear a scream coming from the school. It's time to enter. You sneak in through a window and skulk across the shadowy corridors. All the classrooms have emptied out. Peering into one, you spot the corpse of a teacher nailed to the chalkboard. Shaking, you approach it. You spot an odd bulge protruding from his stomach. It writhes against your finger as you probe it. Prepare for combat. Suddenly, the teacher's chest rips apart, showering the classroom with gore. From within, a child coated in meat and intestines leaps out, screeching with joy. It's the gore-covered student. Not a hard fight. They literally just do 1 stamina. I don't think there's anything that like augments their stamina or their damage, unless you have the old god Itotu, who just increases everybody's damage. Pretty easy fight, nothing too difficult. 1 stamina ain't bad. Is paranoia, is that chance of losing reason with stamina? Okay, I do have to be careful about that, though. But we've already defeated them, and got a level up out of it. Can I do that real quick? Yes, I can. So what do we got? We got swing and hit, Prepare attack combat action increases the damage of the next weapon attack by 2. Oh, that's really good, actually. Dang. Dodge combat action chance increased by 10%. That's also really good. I'm going to go with swing and hit because I use prepare almost all the time in combat. And I'm going to increase the strength because I trust that I'll have another chance to increase reason later. What's important is that we get our strength up to an actually usable level. And then, like, once you deal with combat, it just comes down to being smart with events that happen. As you near the gym hall, the chanting and rhythmic drums grow louder, threatening to intoxicate you. Creak the door open and stifle a scream. The entire school is gathered around a huge portal surrounded by black candles. From within, the bellowing of the beast being summoned echoes. The teacher stands at the front, covered in a purple robe, her true form revealed. It's the Shiokawa school boss, and that's definitely just an average run-of-the-mill Hellgate. Nothing weird about that at all. It's just, it's just a Hellgate. Let's just go straight into attacking the teacher. So yeah, nothing about the boss changes. Not a whole lot about the investigation changes, depending on what you do outside of the outcome. So, we're doing Knight Errant. We want ending A. With her dying scream, the teacher throws herself into the portal. Her vicious master shows no mercy. You hear it devour her before the connection shuts. The confused children lie on the ground crying. Thanks to you, however, they are safe. Nice, nice. Old God stirs. Local scientists are baffled. An unprecedented aurora-like event has bathed the entire town in an unnatural green glow. That just increases the cost for casting spells. I've almost rarely used magic in all of my playthroughs, which, don't get me wrong, it's probably why I lose as much as I do, because magic is really good in this game. I just don't like messing with it. I'm not going to mess with that stuff. That's demon stuff. Nuh-uh. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? Still going pretty strong, though. No major slip-ups yet. We can't bathe, unfortunately, to heal ourselves, but... Rookie feature of found footage, Perilous Parable of a Peculiar Painting, and the Bizarre Brood of Blood-Curdling Botanist. I really don't know how to get ending A on the found footage one. So let's do... This one's going to end in a boss fight if we go for ending A. And it's a tough boss, but we're close to another level up. Let's do it. Perilous Parable of a Peculiar Painting. A damp-looking letter addressed to you arrived this morning. Mamiya Ichiro, a famous painter you were once a huge fan of, has replied to a message you sent him last summer. He thanked you for his letter and invited you to his mansion. You are going to witness the creation of his true masterpiece, he wrote. Just how could you decline? You finally arrived at the mansion's gate. You're afraid you'll never be able to remove the lingering musty smell of wetlands from your clothes. Ugh. Now, where is everyone? Oh boy, that's not weird at all. No, perfectly fine. When your artist sends you a letter saying, hey, come over and see something cool, do it. Nothing wrong with it, especially if they live out in the middle of the wetlands. You enter the art workshop. The room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. One sculpture strikes you as eerily realistic. So this is something I failed to mention, but I always check out the masks on this one. That's because if you check out the sculpture, you're thrown into a fight, which, if you know you can handle the fight, is EXP. That's easy EXP, but a lot of the masks in this game can be very, very useful. So let's check out the masks. One mask looks similar to the design you once saw in an occult book. You decide to take it with you. We got the Stalker's mask, which is damage against human enemies. Not terrible. Whoa. Oh, Yumiko, you're looking a little smiley today. You continue to search. Oh, but it does replace the flashlight. I think I'd rather have the flashlight, so I'll tell you what. We'll re-equip the flashlight, and we'll sell that Stalker's mask. While walking through the empty mansion, you can hear something rustling in the bushes behind the building. Well, I wonder what that could be. We might as well go investigate it. It's said that a famous priest died on this rock. Perhaps his mysticism has steeped into it? Tap into his power, let's go. Knowledge check, success, nice. Touching it with your hand, you feel a newfound knowledge forming in your mind. We got protective carvings. Receive -1 damage during combat encounters at the cost of 4 stamina. Yeah, actually. We'll cast that. Crouching next to a moss-covered stone is a woman. Hello? Are you here for Ichiro-san's showcase of the newest painting? Ah, where are my manners? My name is Imi, and I'm a curator working for the art gallery in Shiokawa. Ichiro-san... Oh, Imi smiles. Ichiro-san is somewhere in the mansion, I'm sure. I'd help you look for him, but I want to catalog these, she says, pointing to a rock. These ritualistic markings are unique to this region, I've been told. So, the blue thing, the thing that's highlighted blue, is what you do next to progress the story. However, if you want ending A in this investigation, never leave Imi's side. If you leave Imi's side for even a second, it's not a good idea. So we're going to stick with her, and you just got to wait for her to move to the locations that you need to go to. In the forest, you hear a faint whimpering in the distance. When you find it, you discover a wild dog caught by its hind leg in a bear trap. The dog growls menacingly when you get closer. Well, there's only one answer. Honestly, remove don't risk it. Just help the dog. Luck check, failure. Oh my god, for the character that I claimed was good at luck, I can't believe I failed that. You free the dog, but the rusty mechanism snaps and trap closes on your hand. Oh god. Well, we should be fine. Actually, I'm gonna use the inspiring novel. I have a feeling I'm gonna need that later. Amy moved to the foyer, that's where we need to go. I was really hoping to get a dog. You find a heavy tome wrapped in moth-eaten black velvet in an old locked cabinet. Always got to save the doggy. Yes, 100%. That's what I'm saying. Just remove the other option from the game entirely. When you remove the book's wrappings, you recoil in disgust. It's bound in human flesh. Burn it. You may never know what's inside the hideous book. That's a good thing. -3% doom. And look at that. We were at 21%. We brought it back down to 18%. Saving our stats for another second. There are countless paintings hung on the walls of this mansion. All of them show alien landscapes and weird humanoids dancing around in circles. You don't recognize any of them, but the technique used is unmistakable. Ichiro-san painted these. Alright, Amy, you're making this difficult, but she's staying in the foyer, so we'll stay in there with her. Looks like one of the previous owners of this mansion liked to read. Dusty tomes reach the ceiling. You don't have much time, but maybe you could spare a minute to look through the books? Let's check out the table. Knowledge check failure. God. The notes lying on the table look like the ramblings of a madman. While trying to understand them, you read a passage aloud. Nothing happens, but you suddenly feel watched. Leave the reading room quickly. Countless paintings hung on the wall of this mansion. All of them are alien landscapes. You don't recognize any of them. Amy moved to where we needed her to move to. Uh-oh. Walking through the forest, you spot a pair of legs sticking out of a bush. Before you can do anything, however, they twitch and move. It's the man-eating plant! Oh, no! So we should be doing a lot of damage now if we just prep and hit. How much damage, I wonder? Ooh, we're doing 8 damage a hit right now. Yeah. As long as I play it smart to the end, we should be able to survive this investigation. Finally, you find a key in one of the desk drawers. You head towards the private rooms, hoping to find the painter himself. Go to the private rooms. You feel watched. Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. We gotta level up. Luck, dexterity, or perception. I mean, our stats are already tanking really hard. Let's bolster our luck, and we're gonna do strength. I'm still not entirely convinced that I need to be raising my health stats at this moment. I hope I don't regret that choice. Let's keep our strength nice and healthy, though. Retreat. You retreat from the room, -2 reason. You instinctively grab Imi, who almost faints at the sight of the room you both enter. Every visible surface is covered in obscene paintings and grotesque monster faces. Ichiro-san sits alone in front of the empty canvas. Ichiro-san smiles when he notices you two. My biggest fan and Miss Amy are both here. He stands up and comes closer, looking at you from behind his dark glasses. Would you please be kind and wait in the foyer? I need Miss Amy to help me with the latest painting. Amy looks at you surprised, but doesn't say anything. So, I mean, it goes without saying, we followed her along for this long. Stay with her. If you want ending A, stay with her. It is going to lead to a boss battle, though. Corpses are strung up on wire like macabre marionettes with painted smiles and rosy cheeks. -2 reason. Okay, game, I get it. No, you can't leave Amy with that creepy man, no matter how famous he is. Quickly go back to the room and gasp. Ichiro-san prepares to stab the unconscious Amy. Ichiro-san looks at you and smiles. You can't stop my work now. The painted monster reaches out from the canvas and grabs the surprised Ichiro-san by his neck. No, this is not what was supposed to happen. The painting is such a goofy boss. I love how goofy this thing looks. So yeah, the painting. It is a boss. I thought it did stamina damage. 2 reasons shouldn't stop us. We'll be able to survive this. Oh my god, especially because we do like a gajillion damage per hit. What was that, 8 health per hit? Okay, that's not going to be enough to get us through this round, but we have enough... Yeah, we have enough stamina to spare that we can do this, so... we want to regain reason. Here it is. So 4 stamina for 2 reason, and then we'll prep a heavy attack. See how much that does. Oh yeah. Oh no. We should be fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think we just died. Uh-oh, you've managed to finally defeat the horrible eldritch being and destroyed the canvas it used as a portal. I thought I regained enough, but I guess not. Suspecting the eldritch being will use other canvases to return, you and Amy both take the time to burn every painting in the mansion. Hopefully, Ichiro-san's legacy will soon be forgotten. Well, you know, if the bathtub wasn't spewing black liquid, we could survive from this, but, as far as I'm aware, there's... Oh, wait, yeah, we can survive from this. I am a goofball. And there we go. We've got 1 reason, 3 stamina. I forgot we had a spell we could toss away. We're in this. We're fine. Oh no. As long as protective carvings are on, let's do the freaky feature of found footage for now. I don't actually, like, I don't think I've ever actually played with Knight Errant backstory. I'm not sure what happens if we get a sub-A ending, but we'll find out together soon, it seems. 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklore and legends of the nearby forest. Now, on the 1st anniversary of their disappearance, a suspicious man has started asking questions. He claims to be a private investigator hired by the parents of the students. Except the parents of your friends didn't hire him. Who is he? What did the students discover out there? Investigate the mystery. So let's rest. It's going to... I mean, I'm going to just have to rack up the doom here and rest for a little bit. You know, it should be okay. Yeah, 11 stamina, 9 reason, and we're only at 34% doom. It's not ideal, but, I mean, shoot. At least we were able to pull this investigation back from the brink. I'm kind of considering going to the dog store to get cigarettes or something to help out with the rest of the investigation. How about for now we investigate the mansion? The other thing about resting is that since I have to worry about something truly evil stalking me, if we rest after 2 or 3 stacks of something evil, it's rough. What do cigarettes do again? Cigarettes, they add to the cigarette meter up top, but as long as you have cigarettes after using them, you get the nicotine rush effect, which increases your combat action speed, and it's really useful. However, if you run out of cigarettes and can't buy more, you get nicotine withdrawal, which decreases your combat speed and is awful and terrible. So it's a gamble to get them, and they're not even... Like, they're really good, but you know, it's a really big risk to get them. Unless you're Haru. He starts with them, and then he also just gets more advantages for having nicotine rush, so I would always recommend them. There's a local legend about a heartbroken seamstress. One stormy night, she broke into a local inn and stitched her unsuspecting guests together. Her final, gruesome artwork. That's just a legend, right? Let's check out the sewing machine. I found you at last! So I had a situation where I checked the sewing machine and learned a spell. I think it was because I was on timeline B. I didn't verify it, but it seemed like that was the case. There's at least a way to get a spell out of that for checking the sewing machine. Beats me how I got it. No idea. The investigation can wait. A hot bath is too inviting. No time for it. As inviting as it may be, you have more important things to do. Minus 3% doom. There we go, we earned some of our doom back from resting. Legends say the witch was buried alive for kidnapping and murdering 2 children. It points you in a specific direction, potentially saving you some time. 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about the local folklore. Maybe you'll find a clue about their last known whereabouts in the school's newspaper. Yeah, let's check the school. Oh, I also forgot to mention, if you get that ending of the painting mystery, you unlock Amy as a companion. And she gives you one reason after every investigation. She's really useful as a companion, actually. Oh, we have paranoia, so I could kill her if I wanted to. That's fun. This door shouldn't be there. It shouldn't lead anywhere. More importantly, it shouldn't pull you in. I'm willing to risk it. Let's enter. Slowly, you enter the unknown. Where are you? Lost in time and space, you drift in nothingness until something pulls you towards the light. The temperature abruptly drops and you shudder in the icy cold. You find yourself in the middle of a snowy wasteland. A sudden gust flings you to your knees. You inhale deeply, feeling your chest tighten and ache. Your fingers and ears are already numb and freezing. You have to move. Let's check the icy coast? Perception check failure. Uh-oh. Countless corpses of a long-gone tribe are encased in the ice. Your eyes follow your every movement. 5% doom, and we got frostbite. Minus 2 strength. Is that minor? That is a minor injury, so let's just go to the school nurse real quick.
Sorry, dear. A patient is here. I'll call you back,
says the nurse as she's eyeing you up.
How can I help you today?
All your minor injuries are treated. I imagine she just kind of like rubbed her hands on whatever part was frostbitten, just like did that thing you do where you rub your hands together for warmth. But like she's creepy, so it was really weird and awkward and uncomfortable. The notes mention a village not far from your town. You decide to take a bus. Getting closer, you can't help but notice a large number of trees that have suddenly died. What happened here? Let's go find out. Roads seem to twist and turn when you're not looking, trapping you in this neighborhood. Let's get lost. Spend hours trying to find a way out. Finally, completely exhausted, you end up on the main street as the passage to the blighted neighborhood slowly closes around you. Or behind you, even. Everyone in the village is unsettlingly friendly. An old farmer points you to an old stone. The missing group supposedly started their forest trip there. God, this game's music is 10 out of 10. A friend returning from a trip to Africa has invited you to dinner. This time they've outdone themselves. This is a real feast, full of exotic meats. It's getting late and you can't stay for long, but the host asks if you want anything to take home with you. Honestly, that wine is terrific. Of course, I have enough bottles to last a whole year, your friend says, handing you a bottle. Wine bottle gives you reason back, and it just leaves you with an empty bottle item, which is really useful, so I would recommend that. The steak gives you stamina, naturally, and also a very funny curse that I think just minuses your charisma. Speaking of minus stats, oh my god, the old god is really fucking up our stats right now. We have 2s in almost everything. A wet splash behind you makes you stop. You slowly turn around to see a young girl sluggishly walking in your direction. In her eyeball, there's a swarm of disgusting worms. One of them falls to the floor with a wet splash. It's the infested girl. Uh-oh. So we should do decent damage with prep attacks. I kind of understand why the prep attack ability is here now. It makes a lot of sense. Of course, you have to prep, actually. You can't just... That might work, actually. Let's see if that works. Nice! Okay. Let's go here. That pair has been following you since this morning. You finally managed to lose them, but can't shake the feeling that it will only get worse. Resolve this event. It's gotta be here. It's gotta be this one. Walking through the woods, you discover a sweater. It's torn apart and covered in blood. But where is the owner? Assume the worst. Wild beasts must have killed this poor person and then lit their jacket on fire? You say a quick prayer before continuing. Minus 2 reason. You have a feeling someone is following you. Yeah, it's Amy. She's right behind you, you goofball. Hearing some rustling behind a bush, you decide to hide behind a tree. There, you spot 3 men, each armed with a rifle. They're obviously looking for something. Or someone. You run, you're risking getting a really bad injury. If you reveal yourself and fail, at the worst, you get a, you get, like, patched. I can't remember it. Well, we'll see in a second here, because I do not have the charisma for this to work. Charisma check success! Oh my god. Hey there, says a hunter. This forest is not safe at this hour. What are you doing here? You try to ask about the danger, but they just hand you a flashlight and point you to the nearest road. Something tells you should leave and not get on their nerves. Resolve this event. Yeah, with the charisma of 2, we passed that check, which means the game rolled a nat 1 on that. Oh my god. Well, sucks to suck, game. Maybe learn to roll dice better. Exploring the forest is exhausting. It's getting dark, so you decide to get back to the main road, but where is that? Are you lost? Find your way out. Knowledge check success. Hey! Luckily, it doesn't take long before you stumble upon a sign pointing you in the right direction. You really should be more careful in the future. We're literally going to investigate every tile before finding the cabin. While wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees, and, by the look of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected with the current mystery? Let's try to decipher the signs. Now let's check failure. You can't tell what the strange symbols mean. Wandering aimlessly in this forest, it will take you some time before you pick up the trail again. This one. Oh my god, some of our stats are at 1. Walking through a tree nursery, you suddenly stop. Something feels off. Isn't it too early for the leaves to change their color? Before you can continue your investigation, someone grabs your leg. It's just Bark Woman. Who cares? She's just a tree lady. Don't worry about it too hard. Oh my god, we are so low on our stats that it's getting really hard to do combat encounters now. Thank god she only does all damage. I can survive all damage, no problem. But we need to try to avoid combat as much as we can moving forward. This is why I saved Blood Curdling Botanist for last, because honestly, we're just going to have to let... forgot his name already. We're just going to have to let him die. And it's the last tile that I didn't inspect. That is the tile we need to go to. So we got Swift Remover, Dodge, Combat Action, plus Knowledge, plus Dexterity. There's really no point to... Quick Thinking could be useful. We'll do Quick Thinking, and... I'm actually going to put a point into Stamina, because at this point, I don't think there's any reason to try to recover these stats. Oh my god, our stats are so bad right now. Rumored witch house seems empty. In the basement, however, you find a camera pointed at the large hole in the ground. On the table next to the camera, you see 3 cassettes, each titled after one of the missing friends. Then you hear a curious sound coming from the hole. So I know taking the cassettes won't get me ending A. I guess we'll peek inside. You kneel down and lean forward to see what's inside the hole. It takes a while to process what you're looking at. It's a gigantic eye staring right back at you. Hypnotized, you continue to lean in, feeling weaker and weaker as the gargantuan beast lures you in. At the very last moment, the suspicious tall man grabs you by the collar. He explains he's part of a cult protecting the house and the mysterious entity below it. We got a bigger purpose than to die here, he says before knocking you out. Wake up a few hours later on a bus heading back to your town. I'm not sure what knight errant, because we didn't get ending A. So, it didn't look like I lost any stats. Interesting. Winds of Plague. Weird epidemic keeps the staff at the hospital busy. Skipping the line will cost you more. I mean, oh, plus 6% doom. Okay, so that's what Knight Errant does. If you don't get ending A, you take a huge cut to your doom. Sheesh. Okay. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? We got this. Just one more investigation. I won't be getting ending A because that's the breaks. Your neighbor has asked you to help her husband. Shiro-san has gone missing. She's worried it might be connected with the new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo. Where is he? Why would he need so much fertilizer? Okay, we need to just speedrun this and hope for the best. We're going to let him die at the end. That's going to hurt our doom. It's also going to hurt our doom because, you know, Knight Errant. But I think we can still pull this one out. Suta-chan. I do need to fight my combats, though. I need to do the fighting. -2 stamina. Oh, that's going to hurt. Yeah, that's going to be rough. Get Amy-san to hit for a whole 2 damage. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. There we go. That's fine. Shiro-san has always been a weirdo, but he's good at what he does. Last month, he ordered a pack of experimental fungicide from Tokyo. Oh wait, this is an old man, not his wife.
I think I've seen the dispatch order with an address somewhere,
The old man says.
Let me move this dirt and I'll look for it.
Hey, you there with the 4 strength and 3 dex. Something is wrong. You don't see anyone on the street, and you could have sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. Better hurry out of here. Well, the dispatch order is stained with a foul-smelling liquid. I think you can make out the address, at least parts of it. The house is somewhere in the nearby forest. Walking through the village, you're suddenly pulled behind a building. 2 menacing-looking masked figures block your escape.
Do you serve the old ones?
If I say yes, they're gonna raise my doom by 7%. You get 2 allies out of it, and I want to say yes really bad, but serve what? Masked men are visibly puzzled. Sorry to bother you, says one, and they disappear around a corner. What was that about? -2 reason. It's dark. You don't remember the trees growing so close to each other. Oh, sorry, wrong person. We thought you were the other person. Discover an old campsite located on the edge of a small clearing. The tent has been knocked down and the food and utensils have been scattered everywhere. Ignore the tent. Back off, not wanting to disturb the potential crime scene. I just don't have the stats to be doing anything, honestly. Trees overhead block the sunlight and you begin to feel gloomy, -2 reason. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna... Oh man, we better find Shiro-san right now. What you thought was just a discarded pile of clothes suddenly moves. As it stands up, a cloud of white powder is released into the air. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know. Can I do that and then run? Okay. Go here. Our doom is so high. Following a trail of rotten fruit, you stumble on a small forest shrine. It's probably dedicated to some local spirit. The small statue looks alien and menacing. I'm pretty sure no matter what we do here, if we fail these skill checks, it's over. Our strength is our highest stat at 3. So I'm gonna attempt to destroy the shrine. Luck check. Oh, it's a luck chance. Ooh, easy. You topple the evil-looking statue and discover a bundle of money beneath it, +3 funds. Come on, I just need to find where Shiro-san is. Yes, okay. We might still have a chance here. Finally, after what felt like hours of following the dirt road, you find the old mansion. It's completely overgrown with plants you've never seen before. In front of the mansion, there's the gardening company minivan filled with boxes. Slowly, you enter the building with caution. You stand in the middle of the room when suddenly the floor gives away, and you fall down to the basement. Falling through the hole in the floor, you find yourself in an overgrown basement. In the corner lies a man you recognize. It's Shiro-san, the missing gardener. You must help him escape this cursed place. Oh yeah, right on then. I'm gonna help him escape. Come on, let's get out of here. I'll lead you. Don't worry, I got this. No worries, Shiro-san. I got your best interests in mind, man. We got this. We're gonna get out of here, Shiro-san. I promise. Don't worry about it. So yeah, you need the fire axe to cut the thick branches here to get out. Again, I don't know any other way to get the fire axe but one of the endings of the mermaid mystery, so it's what it is. Oh lord, that is a high doom count. +3% doom, and then Knight Errant is +6% doom. Yikes. Vines whip you, covering your exposed skin in deep lacerations. You cry in pain, dropping the body of Shiro-san. There's no way you'll be able to save him. With a heavy heart, you run, leaving the man you were supposed to protect behind. Old God stirs. What's the Crimson Moon do? All enemies get an additional 20 power. Nice. Really like that game. Thank you. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? I have no idea how to pull this back. You need at least 94% doom to be able to scale the lighthouse and not lose. So, I mean, I guess we'll go for it. There's no reason not to, right? Who knows? Maybe something crazy will happen. The ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. Well, let's enter it. And let's open those padlocks. This is really, really good, though, for my first attempt at this. I knew it would be difficult. We have no stats, so we're going to fail everything as we climb. And unless I get really lucky with the events in here, yeah, we're dead. Solid start, though. A great way to start the night, I think, though. Finally made it inside the cursed lighthouse. Your gut is telling you two things: that whoever, or whatever, is behind the weird events must be on the highest floor of this place, and that you should run away from this place as far and as fast as you can. You're afraid there won't be a way back once you start climbing these stairs. There's no way to lower my doom, so let's just go for it. Climbing up the winding staircase, you're stopped by a masked man wearing an expensive suit. The rules have changed, kiddo, he says, taking the jacket and the mask off. Nothing personal, really. And of course, Takashi-san's the first guy to meet us. Well, let's just throw these bottles at him for a little bit of extra damage. I'm not giving up without a fight game. I want you to understand that. I will play par through till the end game. Alright, well, at the very least, we killed Takashi-san. And we got a level up out of it. Too bad you can't roll to lower your doom on a level up. That would be hilarious. One charisma plus knowledge. Oh, it don't matter at this point. It really don't. Yeah, look at that. Our doom's at the end. Following the winding staircase, you're stopped by darkness. A thick black cloud is obscuring your vision, and you can swear something is waiting for you inside of it. Let's light our way. The light source seems to somehow repel the darkness, and you continue to climb the staircase, safe. And then... flesh and gore, skin and strands of hair, bones, insects, flowers, sweat and soil, all in a macabre unity, melded as one. Perfect form, a flawless vessel to nurture an infant god. Ah, we were so close, though. I'm pretty happy with that run, actually. That was cool. This character's fun and interesting, and I'm kind of curious what the cutting the hair thing was about. I want to reread their story before we start. We'll do that in a second. Let's try doing parole violation again, though. I'm feeling it. I bet we're gonna win this one. City of Shiokawa, Japan, 1980X. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new, unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth aeons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you've finally arrived in the Doom Town. Alright, let's do it. So, out of all of the challenge mode runs, we cleared Mimi's little project, which I would argue was really, really difficult. But let's do parole violation. You can't get caught again. You won't be able to save the world from behind bars. So all parole violation is you play as Miku, but where Miku gets stronger as Doom rises, she doesn't anymore. She just simply stays at her stats. However, Yumiko, that new character, has the same exact stats, so I just feel like parole violation is now just a character you can play. The media has been reporting about various people with seemingly supernatural skills. Could it have any connection with the news about stars disappearing from the night sky? Oh, we got, what is it, Athioloths? I don't know how to pronounce this one. Very easy old god to deal with. We'll be fine. Enthrallment. Gain an additional follower at the cost of 4 reason. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna use that. We got Yoichi. Let go. Double your available funds. Actually not a bad character. We'll hold on to him until we have like 5 funds, just so we can max them out. And of course, load the city the way I like it, except for some reason, it never saves the setup I have for the school. I don't know why. Should probably report that bug. Check your mailbox. It's empty. Nothing in the drawer, nothing in the window. Check outside. Oh, it's just our neighbor. They're just chilling. It's a nice day outside after all. Take a quick bath, get some EXP out of it. Alright. What's my favorite? She has a lot of cool outfits. It's skeleton vomit. Every time it's got to be skeleton vomit. There's no other outfit to wear. And let's see what investigations we've got. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. Mark down 5 of them, hoping that there's something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. How does Bizarre Bruit of the Blood-Curdling Botanist show up every time I play this game? I swear, yesterday when I was going achievement hunting, I didn't run into this once, but every time I stream, it's like Shiro-san really needs to take up all the stream time. I'm gonna start charging him. Rotten Report of a Rancid Ramen, Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape, Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlit Sailors, and The Mysterious Myth of Medusa Metamorphosis. These are all okay. 3 of them end in fights. One of them, I mean, like, honestly, let's just get this out of the way. Let's just get this out of the way and kill Shiro-san. Look at that man. You see that man? He's got fungus for brains. Spoilers. Your neighbor asked you to help. Her husband, Shiro-san, has gone missing. She is worried it might be connected with the new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo. Where is he? And why would he need so much fertilizer? Because he loves to eat it. You've got the business card of a gardening company where the missing man was working. Maybe some of his colleagues could tell you something useful? Okay, let's, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yoichi just following us. Experts are baffled by the sudden appearance of 20 stone statues lined up in a row in the middle of Ooh Park. You can cast one spell without paying anything. Ah, too late, I already casted it. As the first thing that happened, I really wish I would have held on to the spell now. Shiro-san has always been a weirdo, but he's good at what he does. Last month he ordered a pack of experimental fungicide from Tokyo. I think I've seen the dispatch order with an address somewhere, the old man says. Help me move this dirt, and I'll look for it. Oh, I just realized we probably should get a weapon. So her strength is her highest stat. Honestly, it'd probably be best just to get her a baseball, but... Oh, we have no money. I can't even buy her a weapon right now. This is going to be rough until we get a weapon. I know what I want to get for her, and we might just run into one of her unique events that gets you a weapon anyways. While you walk through the crowded space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologizes. Realize what's happening. Perception check. Success. They stole your wallet. You quickly grab their arm and they drop it before disappearing in the crowd. Plus 5 EXP. While the dispatch order is stained with a foul-smelling liquid, you think you can make out the address. At least, parts of it. The house is somewhere in the nearby forest. Well, let's go travel to the village. No one answers when you knock at Professor Takeuchi's door. This is odd, since he's usually punctual about his appointments. The smell of blood tells you something's wrong, and you quickly open the door and enter. No sign of the professor, but the quantity of blood everywhere leaves little doubt about what happened. But how? And why? Scavenge the room for useful items. Perception check failure. You search the room but can't find anything. The sound of police sirens forces you to jump through a broken window, and you're injured. Fair enough. Okay, so last time I think Shiro-san was here, so he's definitely going to be here again. That's how it works. Exploring the forest is exhausting. It's getting dark, so you decide to get back to the main road, but where is that? You lost? Find your way out. Knowledge check failure. You seem to walk in circles, unable to leave the cursed forest. Hours later, a pair of hikers find you and help you. You're really embarrassed, but safe. Alright, let's resolve this event. Did I get a backstory? I didn't even check to see if there's a backstory involved with, Doesn't seem like it. Hearing some rustling behind a bush, you decide to hide behind a tree. There, you spot 3 men, each armed with a rifle. They're obviously looking for something. Or someone. I don't want to risk the dex check. Let's just do the charisma check. Charisma check, failure. Yeah, hasty aid, that's what it's called. I would rather risk getting hasty aid, because there's a chance you may never trigger it. There's a chance. I mean, we're going to, but you walk from behind a tree and wait. Suddenly you hear a bang, and you feel an impact on your shoulder, which quickly turns into intense pain. Damn, that's not him. You hear the scream of one of the men before everything gets dark. When you open your eyes, you find yourself next to a road leading to the forest. Your wound is bandaged, but you fear it's not enough. That's okay. You stumble upon a half-eaten deer carcass. Ooh, yummy. Walking through the woods, you discover a sweater. It's torn apart and covered in blood, but where's the owner? Wild beast must have killed this poor person. You say a quick prayer before continuing. Doing fine, doing fine. Parasitic organism burrows under the bark, undulating slowly. Knowledge check, success. All nearby trees are connected underground. The main branch leads east. You make a mental note to avoid the region. Gotta be here, I can hear him. Nope. The shape shimmers beneath the surface. With a splashy sound, something emerges from the murky depths. Oh, it's just Leech Girl. We can fight Leech Girl. She don't scare me. Except apparently we can't land an 80% hit. I might as well augment those hits to land better. Yeah, there we go. I ended up taking damage just from not playing smart, but that's fine. He's got to be here, right? Sudden storm forces you to find shelter in a nearby cave. Looking around, you discover strange markings on the cave's wall. Try to decipher them. Knowledge check, failure. You wonder what it could all mean. It's gotta be here. It's gotta be this one. Yeah, look at that. Finally, after what felt like hours of following the dirt road, you find the old mansion. It's completely overgrown with plants you've never seen before. In front of the mansion, there's the gardening company minivan filled with boxes. Slowly, you enter the building with caution. You stand in the middle of the room when suddenly the floor gives way and you fall down to the basement. Falling through the hole in the floor, you find yourself in an overgrown basement. In the corner lies a man you recognize. It's Shiro-san, the missing gardener. You must help him escape this cursed place. Oh yeah, let's get out of here, man. Oh yeah, Shiro-san, don't worry. I genuinely, it's a fun investigation. Fighting him is fun, don't get me wrong, and there's a lot of good benefits for fighting him. But, man, in most of my runs, it's always so much easier just to let the man die. It's just so much more beneficial in the long run. You don't get good, you don't really get a whole lot of, pluses for doing this, though. It's mainly negatives, but you do get +1 reason and stamina, so, Vines whip you, covering your exposed skin in deep lacerations. You cry in pain, dropping the body of Shiro-san. There's no way you'll be able to save him. With a heavy heart, you run, leaving the man you were supposed to protect behind. Oh, darn. A friendly dog disappeared last night. You'll have to find a new place to buy equipment. That's okay, I planned on that. Not him disappearing, but getting equipment from a different place. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? Keying around. Take a quick bath, get our stats back up. Alright. So I don't want to fight anything yet. We're not in a good setting to fight. So let's do Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlit Sailors. It began with one fisherman who dragged something truly awful from the belly of the ocean. A dark, writhing ooze that mesmerized him beyond control. He hid himself away for a week, adoring it, not to be seen until one moonlit night, when a young girl spotted his boat drifting away. A single lantern swinging at the helm, and the captivated fisherman singing eerily to his catch. Now, more and more fishermen have begun to find the vile ooze in their nets, and one by one they are disappearing. Soon, the ocean will have taken them all. You start your investigation, hoping to overhear some rumors at the fish market. We don't have 2 items to discard, so yeah, it's what it is. I'm half considering using the witch's tree to get some more money. Nah, we should be fine for now. Walking through the park, you spot a girl standing in the bush. Getting closer, you suddenly realize she isn't standing in the bush. She's a part of it. I love Stock-chan. What a great sprite. What a 10 out of 10 depiction. I still don't have a single weapon, which I need to rectify, so I think I will go to the tree and ask for money after this fight. Because, yeah, kicking my enemies is not going to be viable forever. Although it is working in this case, but, yeah, we need to do something better than this. Wait, what's that? Oh, never mind, she gave us a weapon. There we go, we got a branch. Blunt, one-handed strength weapon. Yeah, there we go. We'll just use a tree branch to survive this. Perfectly fine. Although you brave the stench for hours, you glean nothing beside the fact that the fisherman had a wife. Perhaps you should pay her a visit? The investigation is starting to take a toll on your health. You feel like you're about to fall asleep standing up. How do you address your weakened state? With a jog around the block, of course. Strength check, success. A quick exercise helps you clear your mind, +1 reason. When you arrive at the fisherman's house, it stands long vacated. Peering in through the dusty window, you recoil in shock. What is it? What do you see? Tell me, Miku. In the mirror, you catch a glimpse of something that shouldn't be there. Plus 2% doom. We're not taking care of Goizo. I thought the mirror thing only happened when Goizo was, huh. The fish... Goizo, what a name. What a goofy name for an old god. The fisherman's wife lies in the kitchen, mutilated and covered with black marks. That don't sound good. You enter the art workshop. The room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. One sculpture strikes you as eerily realistic, which is why we're going to check out the masks. One mask looks similar to the design you once saw in an occult book. You decide to take it with you. One occult book has a kendo helmet in it. Chance of ignoring stamina loss in combat is very nice, though, so we're going to equip that. Oh my god, I just realized we have a kendo helmet on, but we're fighting with a branch. That's really goofy. Excuse me. Surely someone else must have caught one of these. You lurk around, hoping to spot one of them. Unhinged. Yeah. Do you think she's doing, like, proper kendo stance, too? Like, 2 hands on the stick, holding it forward? I'd like to imagine she is. Miku's the kind of insane that would do that. All the bad guys will be so scared. Better fucking watch out. You don't want to fight a crazy person. I have a stick! Crabs are feasting on the bloated corpse, carried to the beach by waves. Let's search the body. Dexterity check failure. Reaching for the body, you're attacked by several crabs that don't want to share their meal.
Money, 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 money.
Alright, we're gonna rest. We're already really low on our stamina. And we can afford the doom loss. The young man has glassy eyes and mumbles his replies as he caresses his catch. The beating movements of his arms disturb you. I just don't like the idea of something being in my skin, man. The waves lazily wash upon the shore. You take a deep breath. The fresh sea air clears your head. After a slow interrogation, the young man manages to stutter out something about an organized fishing trip. You don't say. The ocean is hungry. You stop by a person with a knife. They look incredibly sad. It wants me, but I'm afraid I'm too much of a coward to do it myself. Can you help me? Yeah, charisma check. Let's go for it. Charisma check failure. Unable to convince the person, you close your eyes as they jump off the cliff. -2 reason. And then they land safely on a mattress that comedically is at the bottom of the cliff, and they're okay. You slip out at night and race towards the beach, terrified of what comes next. Full moon shines bright in the cloudless night sky. The ink-black ocean waves glimmer eerily. All the residents have drawn their shutters tight and locked their doors. Your footsteps are silent in the sand. The only audible sounds are your ragged breathing and pounding heartbeat. You arrive at the water's edge. The possessed fishermen's boats fill the horizon with their light. Tiny yellow spots navigating across a dark ocean under a dark sky. You cannot make out the figures on board. Hypnotized, you watch as they bob their way out of the harbor. Their lanterns move farther and farther away, and you hear the odd chanting slowly fade with the wind. You stand in the cold until the final boat is out of sight and it is pitch black again. There's nothing to do now. You head home, the weird chant still in your head. No one spoke of the fishermen after they sailed off. Grieving mothers would not let their children anywhere near the cursed beach. Over time, people forgot the last time they saw a boat out on the waves. But we still got the investigation done. That's a win for me. Crimson Moon spotted over Shiokawa keeps everyone on edge. What does that do? All enemies get 20 power. Right. That is not good. We got a level up, though, and that is good. So we're going to do... I'd really kill for some extra strength right now, but I think quick thinking is one of the most useful skills to have personally. So we're going to do quick thinking, and we'll just throw an extra point into strength. Our bathtub isn't oozing black sludge yet, so we should be fine to take baths and get our stats back that way for now. Anyone outside? Hello? No. What's the TV airing? You're shocked by what she did. Her voice was always so calm. Oh, I should probably mention, by the way, to this day, I don't know how you're supposed to get the phone number. There's an achievement for typing in a phone number, which I totally don't know off the top of my head. Yeah, just throwing that out there. There's a phone number you can type in to get an achievement. I don't remember what the achievement even unlocks. I hope they had more phone numbers in the future. What else do we got? I'm not in a position to fight anything yet, so let's do the rotten report of Rancid Ramen, because the other two investigations end with boss battles. Out of thin air, a brand new ramen restaurant opens in town. It's adored by everyone. Once people take a bite, they can't stop. Day and night, the queues stretch out the door. Shambling customers stuff themselves with dish after dish, while the blind owner sits silently behind the counter, grinning and polishing his gleaming knives. We were determined to discover what makes this ramen so enticing. What is its true power? Dog meat? Human meat? The flesh of the gods themselves? It's crack cocaine. Puts it right there in the broth. Watching the local news, you spot a familiar street. It's a feature about the newest ramen shop. Food critic has a manic look as he describes the ramen. See what I'm saying? His description makes your stomach churn. Alright, we're gonna... You know what? I'm actually going to use the witch's tree for once. This is going to curse us, but if we're lucky, it won't be a curse that matters. However, I'm willing to bet dollars to donuts that we're about to get holes. And holes is the worst curse. I hate that curse. According to the legends, this tree's roots reach towards the grave of a lynched witch. Nailing a straw doll to the tree will grant you your wish. For a price, that is. Wish for money. Oh, hey, I'll take curse signs. Casting spells raises doom. I don't even use spells. And then also, we still have Yoichi with us, so we're going to dismiss him, and now we have 6 funds. We're going to enter the hardware store. And, none of these are the item I was hoping for. So let's restock. You know, the heavy-duty flashlight is a fun weapon, but... Okay, one more restock, and then I'm going to give up. I'm trying to get the crowbar out of this. There it is, perfect. Blunt, two-handed weapon, strength, perfect. It's got a decent chance to hit, it's got a pretty solid speed, and it's got a solid damage to it. On top of that, you can get the crowbar as Miku just through one of her personal events, so I like to assume it's her signature weapon. I am pretty sure every character in the game has a signature weapon. Some of them more obvious than others, like Moriko has the shotgun, and the Yumiko, the new character, has the baseball bat. I think it's fun. Watching the local news, you spot a familiar street. Oh wait, no, we've already read that. Let's just go to the apartments. A woman jumps out of her apartment covered in gore. Between sobs, she tries to explain what happened. She was taking a shower when suddenly the shower head started spraying blood. A trail of blood leads into the dark apartment. Knowledge check. Success! You don't enter the bathroom. Instead, you go straight to the building's boiler room. One pipe, coming from the ground, looks like it was welded to the central system recently. Where does it lead? Good question. You can see the restaurant through the staircase's window. Watch the door for hours, but never see any of the cooks enter nor leave. Miku's looking great. She's really rocking those cursed signs. Passing by a faulty elevator, its doors suddenly open. You take a step back, noticing a weird, tall woman standing in the darkness.
Do you live here? I've never seen you.
It's the Cyclops neighbor. I love this enemy. What a goofy design. So we have the crowbar now. We can actually, like, do damage. Of course, we need a higher strength for any of the damage we do to matter, but look at that. We're kind of landing our hits. This is only 1 reason damage per hit, so I'm not too nervous about wasting turns right now. Maybe I should be more concerned. Oh my god, they broke our nose! Resting is less effective. Jesus, I didn't know the Cyclops neighbor breaks your nose. What the hell? With what? Giant teeth? You bite my nose off? Ah, whatever, who took care of them? And that's a minor injury, so we just go to the school nurse. She'll patch it right up with a beautiful smile. The only true way to investigate is to get to the restaurant yourself. I could go for ending A. I mean, we have enough money to buy something in Toss.
Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? The day of reckoning is coming,
says the voice on the other side of the line. Definitely don't... Oh, wait, you definitely don't like the way the man on the other side of the line puts an accent on real.
Hello? Are you still there?
Let's listen to the man. You learn some useful bits of information about your nemesis. However, if everything the man said was the truth, humanity is doomed. -5 doom, -3 reason. That is fine. I'm okay with that. We're actually going to go to the occult shop, because I think he's got some cheap stuff we can buy, yeah. I actually want the funny mask, and I actually want the glass eye, but we'll buy the glass eye and then immediately toss it to get the smelly meat, because I want to get a better ending on this one for the better stat, or not stat, like the stamina reason regain, and more EXP. Sneak into the alley in the dead of night. Gagging, you look through the restaurant's garbage. It's all vile pulp, though a few chunks of meat look like promising samples. Seems that you're not the only one wanting to try it for yourself. You stand in line for hours. Questions fall on deaf ears, and you're shunned. Let's keep investigating. People point and talk about a man on the other side of the street. He looks confused, muttering to himself while occasionally touching a festering wound on his cheek. Stop in your tracks and listen to the man's cursed incantation. Oh, we got cauterized. That's not a bad spell to have, actually. But it's going to cost Doom to cast, so I'm going to avoid that. I'm also going to rest, just to get our stamina and reason back up. The smell around the restaurant is overpowering. Grease, rot, and... is that blood you can smell? You enter a metro car. You notice an oddly shaped package on the seat opposite you. It's marked with your name. You reach for the package, but hesitate. An icy feeling settling into the pit of your stomach. Let's examine that. Dexterity check, failure. Not until you've unwrapped it that you understand what it is. Shocked, you let it fall to the floor from your bloodied hands. It's a dead rat. It's the same dead rat from earlier, probably. How dare they? We're gonna get rid of Cauterize for the reason back. It's finally your turn to order. One ramen, please. The owner's grin widens. Pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for her train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since you've last seen her. These days, she's moderating a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. Maybe she knows something useful? Let's just chat. Charisma check failure. Yes, you want to fail the charisma check on this one, honestly. It's certainly nice to meet an old friend after so many years, but you don't learn anything important. Plus one reason. The Red Bull is pushed in your face. It's so crowded that you're forced to sit on the floor. Getting dark as you arrive at the cemetery. Shadows move in fantastic and unaccountable ways between the tombstones. Finding the right grave may prove to be a challenge, especially when you feel someone's gaze on your back. Continue looking. Perception check, success. Quickly find the tombstone marked with red string. Under a stone, you find a note someone left for you. With a slick hand, you fill a vial with the soup and walk out, all without tasting the weird dish. With the pulling of some delicate strings, you get the ramen to a lab. While handing over the gathered material, you hesitate. Which should you send to the laboratory? Vial plus meat. You look at the charts and cannot believe your eyes. While the standard tests didn't detect anything weird, adding drops of human blood revealed something horrible. Whatever this thing is made of, it's alive, beating a soft pulse against the glass. Your friend leaves you with the papers, muttering an excuse and preparing to flee town on the next train. Prepared for a fight, you march down to the restaurant. However, you find no eldritch horror to duel. Instead, you're shocked to find nothing but a gap in the street. You ignore the distraught customers, still lining up where they remember the entrance. Investigating the grounds, you see something glisten where the kitchen used to be. Cautiously, you look at a chunk of meat and jump back with a yell. As it flexes, it opens a weary eye, grins, and wanders off on stubby black claws. You walk home shaken. In your head, you hear the weird ramen breathing in its bowl. You only stop to throw up on the street. Ending A. Heck yeah, and we got a level up out of that. Even better. And skipping line at the hospital is going to cost more. Uh-oh. We got Doomed already. Regain one reason for all failed event skill checks. That's not bad. Or Pickpocket. Higher chance of finding items after combat. We're going to do Doomed already. That seems like it could be very useful. And we're going to up our strength because our bathtub still works, so we don't have to worry about that. So we can still just get our reason back the easy way. Not bad skills to have right now. So what do we got next? We got either the Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape or the Mysterious Myth of Medusa Metamorphosis. Let's do Crimson Cape first, because Akamanto's a harder boss, and I'm comfortable with where my stats are right now. A new game is spreading among your friends. A dare to stay in the unused school restroom after classes. A dare to meet Akamanto. What was originally harmless fun has turned deadly. The body of a boy was found last week. The school principal has banned the game, but that's only made it more popular. Akamanto must be stopped before another kid is killed. One of your friends says he doesn't believe in curses, and he intends to complete the dangerous dare. Well, we gotta gather gossip first, so what do you got? English exams, yeah, of course. Yeah, hasn't come to school since last week. How'd she do? Let's see if we can recruit anybody here. Ooh, Student F joined us. +1 reason, +1 stamina. Heck yeah. What about you? You want to join me? No. You? I don't come here often. Admittedly, the students joining you are more helpful than I give them credit for, but I still just think it's kind of a waste of time. Nakamoto asks which paper you want. You must refuse everything. Thank you. You want to join me? No. What about you? No. And you? No. If you want people to join you, you can share a creepy story, which increases the likelihood of them believing you and joining you, by the way. I've heard some versions of the legend. Everyone agrees you can't take anything the man offers you, though. Good to know. Let's go investigate the mystery now. You hear a faint sound while walking outside the biology classroom. Inside is an old anatomy model. Its heart is beating. The sight almost makes you sick. You reported it to your principal, who promises he will take care of it. With your friends safe for now, you should look into the legend. Maybe records in the city's library make mention of Akamanto. What if this whole time it was AKA Monto? Like, we don't even know his real name, just his other nickname. Suddenly, an empty bottle smashes on the wall behind you. You cover yourself from glass fragments and notice a masked assailant holding a baseball bat. So yeah, interesting fact, the rioter is normally Miku in any other playthrough, but if you're playing as Miku, they at least bothered to change the sprite to make it some other character, which I really like. I think that's a nice little touch. And now we're going to kill him for even assuming they could step into our shoes. How dare they? I really wish I did more damage. Oh, wait, -3 all damage. What the? Oh, wait, where the hell did all this extra damage come from? Jeez, I kind of want to run. I don't know if this would be worth fighting it. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, okay. We're going to escape, and then we're also going to rest. I know that's going to raise our doom up a lot, but I wasn't prepared for that. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. You read a story about a vengeful samurai, known for wearing a crimson red cape. It's an interesting find for sure, but you need to find more information. Enter the school bathroom to wash your face with cold water. A sudden noise behind you stops you in your tracks. One of the stall doors is opened on its own. Escape the bathroom. Might be paranoid, but there's no way you're risking an encounter with a ghost here. One of the articles mentions a young doctor who performed life-saving surgery on a victim of a brutal assault. The assault happened in a toilet stall. Maybe he still works at the hospital and can share some information. Stopped by a masked man wearing a lab coat. He introduces himself as a researcher from Tokyo University, testing a new treatment method that promises to revolutionize modern medicine. Holding out a pile of documents, he tells you he can heal your wounds for free. You just need to sign here. Decline. You politely decline the generous offer and continue on your way. You learn that the doctor suddenly left the hospital after the latest murder, taking all of your records with him. All of the records with him. Why would he do that? That's not the only bad news. Your friend didn't come to school today, and another body has supposedly been found. Uh-oh. Friend? Ritsuko-chan was the most promising athlete in her school. When she suddenly disappeared, the case was quickly closed without any suspects. Today, she finally dug herself out. Oh no! Oh god, everything's doing 3 damage now. What did I do to increase everything's... Oh, it must be the power increase from the blood moon, huh? Oh gee. I can't run away from every fight, so we're gonna have to rely on dodging. That'll totally work, right? I can't even do that, huh? Ooh, we're playing with odds already. Ooh, okay, that dodge actually, we successfully dodged there. Let's roll the bones on another dodge. Okay, she hit me that time. 6 damage won't be enough. That won't be enough either. Ooh, okay, this is gonna be really tricky. Do I have any spells I can throw at her? No. We might just take another big hit to our stamina, but I mean, honestly, it's probably better to go for the dodge. And then hope that that hits. No, we missed. Oh, but she missed too. Okay. A lot of dodging. The dodge skill makes me nervous to use, but... Okay, we hit her that time. Perfect. Works for me. She's out of here. Principal's ordered the school to be closed down for the investigation. Fair enough. What do I want to do here? Because we're really low on stamina and reason. What do I want to do here? I could rest, or... go to the witch's tree, maybe. See if it has something we can use. I mean, what curse do I have right now? I have cursed signs. That's not bad at all. Let's go to the witch's tree again. We could do +2 stamina, plus spell, or plus money. Let's do +2 stamina. Traumatize. Minus 10% max reason. That's fine. Perfectly fine. Didn't mean to hit my mic there, but +2 stamina at the cost of reason that we don't even have? Whatever. Walking through the park, you find a little girl crying alone in the playground. When you ask what's wrong, she says that she can't find her mommy. Luckily, you spot the girl's address on a backpack lying nearby. Let's take her home. There goes the 2 stamina we just gained. You offer to take her home. When you get there, the terrified mother slams the door in your face. From behind the door, she starts screaming to get the girl away. The little girl calmly tells you that she can take it from here. Plus 10 EXP, minus 2 stamina. Gonna rest again. You break the window and get inside the school unnoticed. The cursed toilet is located on the 3rd floor. Get over there. Friend has asked you to meet them at a certain secluded location. Getting there, you find a telescope with a note signed by your friend. The note tells you to look through the telescope. Curious, you check it out. You don't see anything at first. Then you notice it. The bloated body of Athioloths is getting closer. There's no turning back now. You step into the last stall and close the door behind you. Do we have an ally with us? Yeah, we do have Student F with us. I have an idea. You wait in the stall, trying to be as quiet as possible. Suddenly, squish, squeak. You hear the sound of rubber boots as an unknown liquid drips on the tiles. Squish, squeak. You can see the top of his head. He's taller than any man you've ever seen. Squish, squeak. The door slowly opens. Masked man dressed in a red coat, clearly too tall for the ceiling, emerges from the outside. Tell me. His voice sounds like a faulty radio. Would you like red paper or blue paper? I don't want anything from you. He's just like, what the fuck? That face, he's just staring at you in complete disbelief. It's getting darker. The tall man in the red coat slowly takes their mask off. His stall walls wither and rot, and reality starts to crumble. Okay, Akamanto true form. That -3 all damage really is not fun. So what I need to do is we're going to reduce our experience a little bit just to drop his power to balance out the fact that just to balance out the fact that he's really strong at this moment. Wait. Did that? Oh, that increases our hit chance, not drops his power. This should drop his power and potentially save us. So we're gonna go for this. I should probably just start wailing on him, honestly. Okay, cool. So I think our hit chance is very high now, right? Our student F is still there, so that worked out. 4 damage per hit with a 70% chance. Or we could do 2 6 damages. Okay. This is gonna be tricky, and I'm gonna rely on dodging. Ooh, okay. This is rough. This is gonna be really difficult. Let's go for it. I don't really have a whole lot of options here. Nope. And wow, holy shit. Just immediately he bashed my brains in, I guess. Basking in the dying sun's morbid glow, your corpse continues to twist and warp, bringing you closer to your primordial, perfect form. Soon, the herald will take you to the shattered court, where you'll perform and sing mad songs until the end of time itself. Damn, we got annihilated there. Them's the breaks, though. It happens. It happens. Only thing to do is to get back up and keep trying, though, of course. We gotta stop these old gods eventually. Let's go do another custom playthrough. City of Shiokawa, Japan, 1980X. Something strange is happening in our town. Usually you get another turn. The fact that he just blasted me straight into oblivion was kind of odd. But maybe that has to do with the fact that it was a challenge mode run. Old figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. Rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new, unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth aeons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you've finally arrived in the Doom Town. I want to play Yumiko again, especially because she has an achievement for winning as her, and we're going to do Knight Errant again. I'm feeling it. I believe in this. But we're going to switch the old god this time. As fun as it is to play Yumiko with Zetcast, it's also really difficult. So I think we haven't seen Herald, and we haven't seen Katu Rufu yet. I'm going to do Herald, though. Just because, you know, tuba. Look at that tuba.
It's my pleasure to invite everyone to the most magnificent ball of your lives. And the last one.
Well, there you go. That's the Herald for you. So Knight Errant, we already know. We just have to get an A ending on every investigation. Easy peasy. No problem. Equip the bat, and the inspiring novel is very useful, so we shouldn't have to worry too much. Load everything. Now that loads. Check your mailbox, it's empty. I am going to go grab water real quick. I am dehydrating so fast with all this talking, so give me like 3 minutes. Alright, got some more water. Thank you for being patient. Also, make sure you hydrate, all of you. It's important. It really is. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. Oh, we got the library notes. That's a fun one to start with. Honestly, why not? Let's use them. Invisibility. Till the end of the current mystery, there's no doom penalty for escaping from combat. That could be useful. That could be very useful, actually. Do we still have the library notes? Yeah, let's see what else we can get from it. Multiply wound. Multiply wound is... you do more damage at the cost of 2 stamina, or you do damage at the cost of 2 stamina. I don't need water, I'm a cactus. Do you just store all of your water inside your body? That's crazy. I need to learn that technique. It makes streaming a lot easier. I dehydrate fast. Yee. So you're spending your life force to deal more damage, and it can stack. You can end up doing a lot of damage with it. It's really good for if you're in like a desperate moment and you need to cut through a boss. I'm actually going to hold on to that. These aren't bad spells. As much as I crap on spells, maybe these will be the reason why we win this run. Let's get some of our reason back, because we lost a little bit of reason studying those library notes. Keeping the varsity jacket on, I like it. And we'll look outside real quick. Nothing crazy out here. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You marked down 5 of them, hoping that there is something connecting them. You tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. So we got Thaumaturgy Teacher, Crimson Cape again, Fear Festival, not a bad one to get, Contagious Coma, and School Scissors. Okay, so out of all of these are all ones that it's really easy to get ending A on. What I'm going to do actually is I usually save the harder ones for later. Let's get the ones with the hard boss fights out of the way now, and then we'll save Fear Festival and Thaumaturgy Teacher for last, because those are the ones that I would argue are the hardest. We're going to start immediately by getting Revenge on Akamanto, because, like, that was just cruel what he did last run. Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape. A new game is spreading among your friends. A dare to stay in the unused school restroom after classes. A dare to meet Akamanto. What was originally harmless fun has turned deadly. Somebody did an upper decker in one of the toilets, and Akamanto was pissed. The body of a boy was found last week, in fact. The school principal has banned the game. That only made it more popular. Akamanto must be stopped before another kid is killed. One of your friends says he doesn't believe in curses, and he intends to complete the dangerous dare. Dingus. Let's go see if the dog will give us something useful. I'm kind of hoping for the compass here. Let's see what we get. No compass, that's fine though. Flashlight's useful. Map is useful too. I don't use the map often enough, honestly. 1%, so it's gonna be the difference between a perception or a knowledge. I mean, 1 knowledge would bring our knowledge stat up to 5. But, kind of like the idea that Yumiko's a bit of a dingus, so we're gonna grab the flashlight instead so we have a semi-decent perception. Plus, there's a lot of things in the game that require you to have a flashlight or a light source, so why not? We'll use the flashlight. And we need to get gossip, so let's see. Come on, first try. Look at that! Very first person we talked to. When Akamanto asks which paper you want, you must refuse everything. Okay, but you want to join me? Oh, okay, cool. +1 dexterity. Look at that! Okay, what about you? You want to join me? No. How about you? No. Okay. Well, we have a companion that's giving us +1 dexterity, so that's really useful, actually. You've heard some versions of the legend. Everyone agrees you can't take anything the man offers you, though. Armed with that knowledge, let's investigate. You enter the school bathroom to wash your face with cold water. A sudden noise behind you stops you in your tracks. One of the stall doors is opened on its own, and that's when you nope the fuck out of there. You might be paranoid. There's no way you're risking an encounter with a ghost here, -2 reason. You've reported it to your principal. He promises he will take care of it. With your friends safe for now, you should look into the legend. Maybe records in the city's library make mention of Akamanto. So we went to the restaurant. You're pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for a train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since you've last seen her. These days, she's moderating a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. Maybe she knows something useful? Chat? Charisma check failure, yes. It's certainly nice to meet an old friend after so many years. You don't learn anything important, +1 reason. It's like the only thing you want to fail in the game is that check. You read a story about a vengeful samurai, known for wearing a crimson-red cape. It's an interesting find for sure, but you need to find more information. Let's go check the school out then. Getting access to the student database would certainly speed up your investigation, but the receptionist would never allow it. Only there was a way to make her go away for a while. Talk to her. Charisma check, success.
Unannounced inspection?
She asked.
Thank you for telling me.
While the receptionist is busy updating some boring papers, you copy some names and addresses from the database. One of the articles mentions a young doctor who performed life-saving surgery on a victim of a brutal assault. The assault happened in a toilet stall. Maybe he still works at the hospital and can share some information. Sounds like a shitty place to be attacked, but you enter the hospital looking for information about a certain patient. The main corridor is dark and strangely empty. You spot a nurse at the registration booth. She's asleep from exhaustion. Set trash can on fire. They set the trash can on fire. It causes widespread panic, but it allows you to rummage through the cabinet and find the information you need. Plus 10 EXP, hospital's threat level is up +1. I should probably mention threat level. Threat level, the higher it goes, the more you're affected. This is why sometimes I take more damage than I'm perceiving, and I haven't made a mention of it because it always slips my mind, but the higher a threat level is, the more dangerous it is, and the more negative effects stack on you for that location. So right now, the threat level is now low because we did that, which is a -1 modifier to all of our skill checks. Just keep that in mind. I've never mentioned that up till now, because it's the kind of thing I just ignore and let happen anyway. Learn that the doctor suddenly left the hospital after the latest murder, taking all of the records with him. Why would he do that? That's not the only bad news. Your friend didn't come to school today, and another body has been supposedly found. Is it him? Is it me? Ritsuko-chan was the most promising athlete in her school when she suddenly disappeared. The case was quickly closed without any suspects. Today, she has finally dug herself out. She's looking great, too. Looking great, Ritsuko. Let's just help you go back into the ground, maybe. You're starting to spook me a little bit. It's okay, Ritsuko, it's okay. Let's just, and there we go. Principals ordered the school to be closed down for the investigation. Given that the school is already at a modifier of 3, we should probably do Spine-Chilling Story of School Scissors next, though. Just to get school investigations out of the way. Something is wrong. You don't see anyone on the street, and you could have sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. Better hurry out of here. Break the window and get inside the school unnoticed. The cursed toilet is located on the 3rd floor. Get over there! Hearing an eerie sound coming from the door, you decide to check it out. At first glance, the abandoned classroom seems empty. Once your eyes get used to the darkness, you discover an unusual sigil drawn on the floor. Judging by the smoke, someone put the candles out the moment you entered. Well then, let's pick up the book. You recognize the sticker on the book. It came from the local library. And we'll use that for 10 EXP, thank you very much. There's no turning back now. You step into the last stall and close the door behind you. You wait in the stall, trying to be as quiet as possible. Suddenly, squish. You hear the sound of rubber boots as an unknown liquid drops on the tiles. Squish. You can see the top of his head. He's taller than any man you've ever seen. Squish. The door slowly opens. A masked man dressing in a red coat, clearly too tall for the ceiling, emerges from the outside. Tell me, his voice sounds like a faulty radio. Would you like red paper or blue paper? I don't want anything from you. Bruh, it's getting darker. The tall man in the red coat slowly takes their mask off as the stall walls wither and rot, and reality starts to crumble. Alright, Akamanta true form, but this time we're in a much better position to be fighting this guy. I kind of just want to multiply wound and get it done with, but we'll fight him legitly. -2 all is rough, but we're in a good spot to make this work out for us. 4 damage a turn isn't, like, impressive by any means, but it's something. And I can easily recover from this much damage, honestly. Yeah, I'm fine with taking these hits. Because we just got +1 stamina and reason back. When you wake up, you find yourself back in the toilet stall. Thinking it was all a dream, you stand up, only to hear a crack from under your shoe. There lies a broken crimson mask. Akamanto might return one day, but now you can know that ancient horrors can be defeated. And we got a level up out of that. Aurora-like event, doesn't matter, I don't well, actually, I plan on casting spells. Uh-oh. We're gonna go with swing and a hit, very useful, and we're gonna go with that plus strength modifier because I'm pretty sure the baseball bat, lucky bat is strength. Yeah, you want to go strength modifier. The opposing shadow. Oh, that's right, we have Herald, so we get 2 of these. The imposing shadow cast by the old lighthouse is getting longer each day. I'm still not convinced Herald is going to be that difficult of an old god to deal with, but I'm prepared to be wrong. I'm more than okay with being wrong. There we go, get some of our reason back. Yumiko's looking fine. They're looking great. We have school scissors, actually, we have a lot of investigations that take place at the school. Yeah, I'm gonna do a spine-chilling story of school scissors next, though. Another boy from your school has disappeared. Rumor has it, a terrible woman has returned from the grave. A woman with the widest smile and the sharpest scissors. You knew your friend was up to something when he left. You his notebook full of cryptic notes. I can send her back where she belongs, he claimed. After he too disappeared, you decided to study the notebook for clues. It details a ritual that claims to stop the wicked woman once and for all. What's the worst thing that could happen? Your missing friend has left you a notebook. If the rumors are true, you stop the tall woman with scissors, you'll need it to perform a ritual to force her material form to appear in our dimension. Accomplishing this requires first the drawing of an eldritch sigil and then the lighting of holy candles. You can only hope your friend has left them somewhere around the school. Gotta get his diary real quick, it's very important. Oh, we still have the library notes. Sell that for money. And let's go grab the baseball bat and sell that for money. We should be good now. Check the friend's diary just for good luck and explore the school. A group of students are practicing a cheerleading routine. Weird, you don't recognize the coach. Is he new? Thinking nothing else of it, you continue on your way until you overhear something disturbing.
Keep practicing. The routine must be perfect for our ball's hosts.
-1 reason, -1 stamina. I feel like something horrible is happening within the school. Yeah, did you see those cheerleaders? Terrible form. You must hurry and find those items. Keep exploring the school for now. As you enter the old school gym, you notice a strange black doll propped up against the wall. Come closer. Against your better judgment, you approach the doll. What you see makes you gasp in horror. The doll isn't a doll. Your sudden movement causes tiny black spiders to flee, revealing a white, half-eaten corpse. Oh man, we're already hurting on reason, and I don't think I'm going to use these spells. Let's just drop these to get some of our reason back. Okay, a little bit better now. You found an additional page from your friend's diary. It seems that the blessed chalk was left in the pool. You must hurry and find it. You enter the damp spelling sport wing. You notice a backpack drifting on a swimming board in the middle of the pool. Could it be what you were looking for? Enter the water. You enter the pool and start swimming towards the backpack. Suddenly, the water turns murky, and you realize you're not alone in the pool. A bloated figure emerges from the murky water, blocking your only way out of the pool. Uh-oh. Can we throw the book at him? I wish we could throw his diary at him. We can't even throw the inspiring novel. Dang. You know what? No, I'm gonna hold on to the inspiring novel for now. I don't think we can one-round this guy. Close. We almost can. Now that we have the prepare attack, I really like Yumiko's character-exclusive traits, by the way. They're really unique and fun. They give you the weirdest advantages that you wouldn't think about, but they're actually really good. You found Blessed Chalk, which you can use to draw the sigil in your ritual. Copy the sigil as best you can on the blackboard. Hopefully it'll be enough. Let's see, we want upside down star, little martini thing. We already have little upside down stars, so... yeah, there we go, perfect. Keep exploring. Surely you can't be the only one who can hear the haunting melody. It can be felt resonating from within everything you touch. The court's ball is coming, and you're not ready yet. Fight this feeling. Resisting will only make the herald work harder. -1% doom, but plus injury. What did we get? Paranoia? Chance of losing reason. Ah, man. We immediately got paranoia, huh? That's fine. Sound of scissors getting louder. You must hurry. That bear has been following you since morning. You finally managed to lose them, but can't shake the feeling that it'll only get worse. -2 stamina. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna use the inspiring novel now. We're gonna need that extra 2 damage, or I don't think we're gonna be able to win this boss. Let's perform the ritual. Wait, what's that? Oh my god. Oh my god, they have no manners. The door handle stopped. Oh my god, let me just let them in real quick. Oh god, oh no. You take a step back as a writhing amorphous mass slowly takes shape. Soon, it becomes a tall, woman-like creature with 3 faces, all connected by a wide smile. Now it is your chance to fight and defeat this horror. It is also your only chance. Yeah, of course. Twisting and twitching, the demon woman enters the classroom, cackling menacingly.
Am I beautiful?
Scissors woman! Oh god, we gotta, Prep and attack might actually end up just annihilating her. I don't think it will. I think we're gonna exactly do 20 damage and she's gonna get a hit in on us. Okay, maybe not exactly 20 damage, but more than enough to round it out. Let's just finish this fight. The ancient horror lies dead on the classroom floor, slowly dissolving into nothingness. You find your friend, gravely wounded but alive. You help him up, and both of you limp away from the school as the police sirens get louder. Ending A. Scissors Woman is gone for good. Or is she? You shudder, knowing the urban legend will inspire another kid in another city to try and summon the eldritch being. 30 experience, plus 15 XP, all the good stuff. And it was ending A, so we don't have to worry about Knight Errant making this harder. Fetid Fumes, and then we gotta do another one. Please don't be the bathtub. Price hike. Okay, I can handle price hike and Fetid Fumes. We don't need to buy anything anymore. As long as I can still heal at the bathtub. I don't care what Harold throws at me. They should make another Eldritch God. Just name him Harold with an O. I think that'd be great if it was just like some weird old man. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? Let us take a bath, get our stats back up to a decent spot. I have so little doom, I think I'm gonna rest as soon as we get back into town. I think I'm gonna rest twice, actually. And we're gonna do Curious Case of a Contagious Coma next. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People who try to wake the patients up only end up falling into a coma themselves. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated to warding the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people, and how did this strange illness start? Alright, so first and foremost, we're gonna rest twice. Oh, right, but the, Harold, I forgot that we have the thing that decreases our rest effectiveness. That stinks. But, I mean, decent enough. We just gotta play smart. Easy peasy. Let's investigate the village twice for the Patient Zero side quest. You've stumbled upon a forgotten bookstore in a small alley. The interior is cluttered with dusty old tomes, animal bones, weird vials, and stuffed exotic animals you don't even recognize. Can I help you? Asked the tiny man behind the counter. I have things that will surely help you in your quest. We can buy a spell for 2, buy a magic item for 3. Let's buy a magic item for 3. Oh, he handed us a human skull. The tiny man hands you a package. I'm sure you'll make good use out of this. What is the human skull? I've never seen this item. Random result after casting a spell. Can we sell it? You wouldn't even know where to find a buyer for it. What does the inspect say? Constantly trying to speak. I like this human skull. He's our friend for the rest of the investigation. I'm not going to cast a spell, but I'm just going to hold on to the skull because that's hilarious. We got a human skull with us. I'm going to name him Skeletor 2. Feeling hungry, you've entered a small local restaurant, ordered the daily special made with today's catch. Just where the hell did those fishermen go? To the ocean. One bite won't hurt. Strength check, failure. Uh-oh. Feeling the eyes of the restaurant's guests on your back, you take a small bite of the smelly seafood. Tastes like the sea and melts in your mouth. The restaurant owner nods and smiles strangely. What did we get branded? Chance of raising doom with each investigation. Nice, nice. An old man from the village hands you a package. This should help you understand the illness. Plus item. Okay. What do I want to do next? I don't want to buy anything to heal. Let's just keep going with the investigation. I'll see how I feel once we get close to the fight. Let's check the news reports about this weird disease and try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. Investigation has taken a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. Plus 4% doom. What do we got here? Okay, we got swift maneuver, dodge combat action, chance increased by 10. Or outdoorsman or leadership. Outdoorsman's plus luck, leadership's plus charisma. Swift maneuver. I do rely on dodge, but with the way this is going, I think I'd rather pick leadership and then bust another point into stamina, actually. There we go. Okay, yeah. I think that was the good move here. Dust to Seeing, we'll save that for later. It's a secret tool that will help us later. Reports mention a patient 0. Who could they be? When you enter a metro car, you notice an oddly shaped package on the seat opposite you. It's marked with your name. You reach for the package but hesitate, an icy feeling settling into the pit of your stomach. Let's examine that shit. Dexterity check failure. It's not until you've unwrapped it that you understand what it is. Shocked, you let it fall to the floor from your bloodied hands. -2 reason. You need to sneak into the hospital and borrow the information about patient 0. Yeah, let's just go borrow that real quick. Uh-oh. You're stopped by 2 nurses, ready to apologize and explain yourself. You notice their weird smiles, dead stares, sharp knives. Oh, it's a double fight. Yeah, you don't see. Yeah, that's a lot of damage that they're doing. I'm going to run. I'm not fighting that shit. I can afford 5 doom at the cost of dying. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good with that. You got their name and address. Let's get out of here. Which is why we're investigating the hospital again. Stop by a masked man wearing a lab coat. Branded doesn't count as... No, it's a curse, not a injury. You're stopped by a masked man wearing a lab coat. He introduces himself as a researcher from Tokyo University, testing a new treatment method that promises to revolutionize modern medicine. Holding out a pile of documents, he tells you he can heal your wounds for free. You just need to sign here. Decline that shit. You politely decline the generous offer and continue on your way. Anything, Skeletor 2? Oh, he's a little tied up at the moment. Patient Zero's house seems empty. You should search it carefully. Walking through the park, you find a little girl crying alone in the playground. When you ask what's wrong, she says that she can't find her mommy. Luckily, you spot the girl's address on a backpack lying nearby. Let's take her home. You offer to take her home. When you get there, the terrified mother slams the door in your face. From behind the door, she starts screaming to get the girl away. The little girl calmly tells you that she can take it from here. That man dabbled in magic. He found a journal describing a certain village and instructions for summoning ritual. Seems that he tried to contact an entity from the dream realms. You know, the boss of this might count as a dream enemy, going back on what I was saying at the beginning of tonight's session. It's still really tough to get that achievement, believe it or not. Someone taps on you on your back. Sorry, is the boss still running? I'm so late for a meeting. The boss is going to kill me. Startled, you quickly turn around, shocked by what you see there. It's the Tapeworm Salaryman. This sounds like something right out of Yuppie Psycho, the Tapeworm Salaryman. The Tapeworm. And done. Easy peasy fight. Quarantine wing is closely guarded. You must find a way to sneak through. As you glance around, you notice that more and more people are wearing strange masks, unlike anything you've ever seen before. As you turn to your friends for reassurance, you notice that some also wear these eerie masks. Their voices sound muffled and distorted, and you can't shake off the feeling that they're not quite themselves. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end, and you realize something is terribly wrong. They are preparing for something. A sense of dread creeps over you as the masked people are swarming through the store, filling their carts with food and survival equipment. You notice the goods' prices have already skyrocketed. You realize that you need to act fast if you want to have any chance of survival. Alright, I don't want to sit at 0 funds because I don't want to risk the event that will cost us something. So we're going to sell the flashlight here just so we can stay at 1 fund and avoid a certain event. There it is. Let's hope you find an answer here. Manage to sneak through the floor while avoiding the police and finally reach the quarantine wing, where all the coma patients were brought in. Their pulses are slowly weakening and their blood pressure dropping. You must hurry. Let's use the Dust of Seeing. Following the old man's advice, you throw the Dust of Seeing in the air. It reveals weird, elongated monsters hanging from the ceiling, one above every bed. Each creature is connected to a patient with an undulating tendril. As you try to process everything, one of the disgusting creatures raises its head and looks in your direction. The creatures causing the contagious coma plaguing your town has taken notice of you. You must defend yourself or perish. It's the Dream Devourer. So something you can do is unplug life support. I wouldn't recommend it if you want to get ending A, which we need because we're running the Knight Errant backstory, but it's something to keep in mind if you want to finish this fight quickly and avoid potentially dying. That being said, we're in a good enough spot. I mean, like, I'm gonna have no reason by the end of this, but, you know, it's what it is. Can we toss the skull? We could toss Skeletor, too, and I'm kind of tempted to do so. How much damage are we doing per hit? Oh, I wasn't paying attention to how much damage we're doing. I think we're doing about 16 per hit. So, yeah, we should be fine for another turn. We're gonna be very weak after this. Oh my god, we're gonna actually be dead because apparently he did more damage than health I had. So we're gonna do that so we don't die, and then we're gonna prep into a super swing. And this should, yeah, we're good. Creature's severed body falls on the floor and starts melting, slowly. The remaining part slithers back into the now closing hole in the ceiling. You manage to catch a glimpse of the other side. The sight of the other side makes you fall to your knees. It wasn't the creature's body that you managed to cut off. It was merely a finger. Shaken, you sneak out of the hospital. One thing is certain, though. It's the end of this weird illness. Look at that, though. We're fine. Roads closed, I can handle roads closed. Riots, I can handle riots. As long as as long as there's a hot bath to go home to, this town could fucking sink into the ocean. I don't care. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? This town could literally explode. As long as there's a hot bathtub not full of black sludge, I'm fine. I am perfectly fine. And we get to keep Skeletor too. He's doing great. I kind of want to loosen the restraints and let him talk, but I'm afraid he would just rattle my bones, honestly. How's it looking outside? It's been raining since morning. Fair enough. Alright, we've got 2 left. We're going to do Fear Festival last. We're going to do Thaumaturgy Teacher now. 2B used to be one of the most outstanding classes in the school, at least before their teacher's disappearance. Her replacement glides through the school. What if she's just wearing, like, a really long robe or something, and then she just has a, what do they call, a hoverboard, I think is what they call them? Those stupid things with 2 wheels that were trendy for a bit. She's just riding around on one of those, don't think too much of it. Trancing all those around her with her soft voice and calming, emotionless eyes. Now, she stands at the front of the class, scribbling occult symbols in chalk and hissing lessons about the old gods. Children no longer play, but sit in their seats until dark, chanting along, learning of their eldritch masters and preparing to serve them. Alright, we're going to investigate this mystery, but first I need to take a nap. And we're going to take another nap. And we're going to go for a 3rd nap. And you know what? We're going to go lucky 7s for now on stamina and reason. We had enough Doom to do that. We're actually doing really solid on our Doom count right now. And we're about to level up. And we could use that level up to further one of our stats. I'd like to increase our strength more. But, I mean, that's just how it goes. Oh, we need to go downtown twice first. You definitely want... we need ending A. Roads seem to twist and turn when you're not looking, trapping you in this neighborhood. Let's get lost. It's been hours trying to find a way out. Finally, completely exhausted, you end up on the main street as the passage to the blighted neighborhood slowly closes behind you. That's okay. I mean, that happens. It just happened to me yesterday, honestly. Your investigation is starting to take a toll on your health. You feel like you're about to fall asleep standing up. How do you address your weakened state? With another nap. The world may be falling apart, but you really needed that. +1 reason, +1 stamina, +2% Doom. I think we slept for like 3 days, honestly, but we're ready now. We're good to investigate again. Climbing a tree, you get a better view of the class. Weird schematics of some portal drawn on the blackboard could help in the future. Following a rumor, you visit the house of a schoolgirl who acted really strange in class. The girl's parents sit crying in the living room and fearfully point you upstairs. Hey Kana, how's it going? Hey, I'm really busy today. Let's hang out some other time, okay? Alright, Kana, you're always too busy. Unless the Eels episode, you're just too busy for me, man. Dude, what happened? We used to hang out all the time. Oh, we got a level up. Sitting in a bathtub, you spot something and pick it up. It's a pair of scissors. You've used it to cut your own hair. It wasn't a perfect job by any means, but you fooled them. They had a more serious matter to focus on, after all. They will find her one day. Oh yeah, I forgot to read Yumiko's thing. I remember Yumiko's thing was something about, I'm wondering if they're pretending to be their sister, and the brother is supposedly missing. That's the vibes I get. Regain extra reason for completing a mystery. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with the regain extra reason, because that seems like a useful one, and then we'll +4 stamina. She sits in her bedroom in a bloodstained uniform, a completely alive rat lying in her hands. Asked why she is having a great time with it, she just grins. I mean, shoot, rat in the hand is worth like 5 birthdays in the something. You hear rustling on the other side of your apartment door. Someone is trying to get in. It's the apartment stalker. Wow, 3 stamina per... What is up with this? I didn't go with the extra dodge chance skill, but that's fine. We'll just get some hits in and hope that we can dodge. If I don't dodge, I'm running. Oh, okay, I dodged. I guess I'm not running. Try to just keep alive for now. Ooh, and we got a concussion. -1 knowledge. That's okay. Yumiko's already kind of a dum-dum. This makes me wish I didn't use... oh, wait. Skeletor 2, it's your time. Go! He did hold 2 damage. Well, there goes our funny skull companion. He really kept this whole thing together, honestly. I'm gonna attempt the dodge again. I'm gonna go for a dodge. Either way, we finish this next turn. Oh, we did dodge. Nice. Nice! And get out of here, bozo. Wait, what's that? A baseball bat that we're going to sell for money. Another lead. The former teacher of the class may prove more useful. Knocking on their door, however, gets you no answer. Just subtle chittering behind the door. Group of students are practicing a cheerleading routine. Weird. You don't recognize the coach. Is he new? Thinking nothing else of it, you continue on your way until you overhear something disturbing.
Keep practicing. The routine must be perfect for our ball's host.
-1 stamina, 1 reason. Okay, I mean, you know, them's the breaks. A little boy from the school has been attacked by his classmates. You find yourself in an old, unused part of the hospital. Take a deep breath. The disgusting smell of thawed remains still lingers in the room. It used to be the hospital's mortuary, where doctors determine the cause of death. Search the cabinet. Perception check, failure. Something flashes in the corner of a dusty drawer. Too late, you realize it's a rusty scalpel blade and cut yourself badly. Yikes. Gonna have to rest again. 5 stamina should be enough. I'm gonna rest one more time. You find him in the hospital covered in bites. Just what is with this whole summoning that he speaks of between his sobs? Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. What did we get? Is that holes? Oh, we got holes. Oh, gosh. No other ideas? You decide to wait outside the school itself. The corridor is flooded by a black sludge that's slowly oozing from underneath the door of the chemistry classroom. Damp, moldy stench grows as you get closer. How are you going to get to the other side? Risk going through. Perception check, failure. Too late to keep something from biting your ankle. It's not bleeding badly, but you worry about infection if the black sludge gets into the wound. Gave us a broken nose. Wait, we have a nose on our ankle? Resting is less effective, so we can't rest anymore at this point, but that's okay. Faint chanting doesn't stop, and no one enters or leaves the building. It's a little bit more. We can make it to Fear Festival. We're gonna be okay. You hear a scream coming from the school. It's time to enter. You sneak in through a window and skulk across the shadowy corridors. All the classrooms have emptied out. Peering into one, you spot the corpse of a teacher nailed to the chalkboard. Shaking, you approach it. You spot an odd bulge protruding from his stomach. It writhes against your finger as you probe it. Prepare for combat. Suddenly, the teacher's chest rips apart, showering the classroom with gore. From within, a child coated in meat and intestine jumps out, screeching with joy. Yippee! Okay, 2 stamina damage at 20 health. I can finish it in 2 turns. I'm just gonna take the hit. Yeah, I can finish this off in 2 turns. Nothing wrong with that. It's just how it goes. Nice. Okay. As you near the gym hall, the chanting and rhythmic drums grow louder, threatening to intoxicate you. You creak the door open and stifle a scream. The entire school is gathered around a huge portal surrounded by black candles. From within, the bellowing of the beast being summoned echoes. The teacher stands at the front, covered in a purple robe, her true form revealed. It's just a portal. It's just a normal portal. But oh man, 3 Doom. Jeez. There's no way to distract her, so we just gotta kill her as fast as possible. I did not know that the Doom amount could go up during this. That is rough. And we just got badly bleeding from that. 1 stamina with each investigation. Jeez. It's gonna be okay, Yumiko. We're gonna get out of this. We'll make it. With her dying scream, the teacher throws herself into the portal. Her vicious master shows no mercy. You hear it devour her before the connection shuts. Confused children lie on the ground, crying. Thanks to you, however, they are safe. Another ending A. We're at 81% Doom. We might lose from Doom, and now we can't bathe in the tub. And Blood Moon has just happened, so yeah, this is also going really badly. But that's okay. We got some stamina, we got some stats, we got a small key. Yep, can't bathe anymore, but that's okay. It lasted us long enough. And we only have the Far Out Fable of a Fear Festival, which is one of the easier investigations, I feel like. Your aunt has sent you a letter, inviting you for a curious-sounding festival. It's held every 27 years in a small village. You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree. You need a break from all the stress. Inside the letter, there's a bus ticket. What's the worst thing that could happen? You ask yourself as you board the bus. Just when you thought your stomach couldn't handle it anymore, the janky old bus stops at its destination. Get up and take a deep breath before looking around. It's a small village, and the nearby fields are surrounded by a thick forest. Someone is waiting for you? A fat man wearing dusty overalls approaches you. It's the inn owner, who promised to pick you up. Following close behind him, your eyes are drawn to his hands, which are so deformed they resemble claws more than hands. The group has arrived in the village and is currently unpacking at the inn, giving you some time to explore. The festival begins in the evening. Nah, we're gonna go check out the inn room. The inn's room is dusty, like it hasn't seen any visitors in years. I wonder if anyone cleaned it since the festival 27 years ago. There's a folder of available activities lying on the table. Onsen sounds good. The hot springs feel great. Finally, you can relax for a bit and enjoy the warm water, plus 2 stamina. Oh no, badly bleeding is actually like screwing us over here. I wonder if we just keep using the onsen today, if that's like... Yeah, that seems like a solid event, honestly. Go to the festival. Look for friends? You stumble into your friend Ryuichi. Hey, can you lend me 2 funds? I really want to buy that item. So, okay. we could save the run with Ryuichi. I'll show you. I mean, we're going to lose 2 funds, but maybe, just maybe, this is what I needed. Help your friends. I'll show you in a second what Ryuichi does. A weird sound wakes you up. You step closer to the window and look out. You can't see anything and get ready to go back to bed when suddenly, the moon comes from behind the thick clouds. 3 hooded figures are standing at the forest's edge. One by one, they light their torches and disappear behind the trees. What was that about? Who are they? They all wore strange masks. Should you follow them into the forest or try to find more information about the festival? Okay, so Ryuichi, as a companion, you can pay 2 funds to lower your doom. So, if we can just get 2 funds, if we can get more than 2 funds even, we could potentially pay Ryuichi to keep the doom low enough to survive. I'm trying to think what's the best way to go about getting items. We could get a mask, but we also risk failing a skill check or having to fight a guy to get the mask. Exploring the forest, I'm not too sure about, but I also need to get ending A, which means regardless of anything, we need to explore the forest. So now I'm kind of betting on luck now. It's said that a famous priest died on this rock. Perhaps his mysticism has seeped into it? Let's tap into his power. Knowledge check, success. Touching it with your hand, you feel a newfound knowledge forming in your mind. Witness curse. Or it's all combat stamina damage taken into extra doom. No, thank you. We don't need to risk any more doom at this point. I just need a way to get money. Oh, hey, look at that. This guy's here to help us. It's a bad time to be out of cash, says the grim-looking man who's standing in your way. Our company fortunately specializes in cases like yours and will gladly help you get back on track. After all, takes a step closer. You could swear there's a faint smell of rust around the man. Everyone has something to sell. Fondest memory, fuck it. That's just 3 reason for 2 funds? Look at that. Everything suddenly gets dark. You feel sad, but can't even tell why. In your pocket, you find an envelope with cash inside. I also want to show off a neat bug I figured out. So we have enough money now to spend on him. But if you turn all of the game audio down... Oh. Wait, the game audio isn't even... This is a weird game. All I was going to say is that Ryuichi makes a noise every time you pay him. And even with the audio at 0, you can still hear the noise. It's the weirdest bug. But I don't even know how I managed to find it. I just did. Let's pay him. Look at that, he lowered the doom by 3%. And honestly, we could maybe continue to run into the guy who is upset that we have no money, and we could just leverage our stamina and reason for more doom. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. Now what do we have? Blood Frenzy? +1 damage, receive additional combat damage. You know what? Whatever. Going back to the inn, you overhear 2 masked villagers. They are talking about something, awakening at the next dawn. You wonder what's up with that. It's not safe here. Decide to block the entrance to your room with a nightstand. The festival is ending tomorrow, and you can't be too careful. Let's continue onward, and continue to explore the forest. Walking through the tree nursery, you suddenly stop. Something feels off. Isn't it too early for the leaves to change their color? Or you can continue your investigation. Someone grabs your leg. Ah, it's Bark Woman. Let's see here. It's gonna do 3 all damage, but we can kill her in 2 turns, so that's okay. I think she drops a tree branch, but the tree branch isn't worth any money, so... Oh, she doesn't even drop a tree branch. I feel lied to, and I was the one that said it. Continue to explore the forest. Drooping tree branches hang over the path, framing it in an almost macabre way. It's almost inspiring. Get a grip. Quicken your pace and leave the menacing path. Why is it so quiet all of a sudden? Explore the festival. Is that blood? Where is everybody? Trail of blood and sickly smelling sludge leads to the outskirts of the village. Somewhere in the dark forest, there's an answer waiting for you. Okay. Wow, look at that. We immediately got captured. While exploring the factory, you are caught by masked people you've seen from the inn's window. After tying you up, they bring you to the cult leader. We knew you'd come. You hear a raspy voice, your aunt's voice, coming from behind the priest's weird mask. She signaled towards the door behind her. Our master is waiting for a final blood sacrifice. Oh yeah, where is he? I'd like to meet him. Where is he? Is he at that one? Which one of you is the master? Is it you? I think you're the master. Is he here? Wait, where am I? Is he down there? Where is he? I really want to meet this guy. Do you think he'll show up today? Oh man, every time I get fooled every time this fucking guy gets me. Oh god, oh no, there he, oh god, every fucking time with this weirdo. Oh. There it is. With a loud bang, the ancient horror disappears and the high priest falls to the floor, grabbing their shoulder. Last thing you see before blacking out are the beams of flashlights in the hand of a police officer saving you from falling. Later that day, detectives interrogating you are confused when you tell them about the ritual, blood, and eldritch being. The village is abandoned, with no trace of blood anywhere. You were the only one seeing the ancient horror. But you couldn't catch the leader of the cult to interrogate them. The people are safe. You board the old bus, wondering what would happen if you didn't stop the ritual in time. So we got a lot of EXP. We did lower the doom. We got 1 stamina and reason. And then immediately lost 2 stamina because we have holes. The whole town stopped receiving any outside signal. It must be a radio mast failure. Friendly dog disappeared last night. Alright, so... Oh, okay, this... is potentially possible. Can't bathe to restore our stats. We have 6 floors of the lighthouse. The ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. And we don't really have the stats to be passing any of the checks in the lighthouse. Use the key to open one of the padlocks. Let's open all of them padlocks. You finally made it inside the cursed lighthouse. Your gut is telling you 2 things. That whoever, or whatever, is behind the weird events must be on the highest floor of this place, and that you should run far away from this place, and as fast away as you can. You're afraid there won't be a way back once you start climbing these stairs. I want to rest, but I'm also convinced, like, resting isn't going to heal us, I'm pretty sure, because of all the shit that happened. I'm gonna do it. Okay, we did get some stats back. 92% Doom? Heaven or hell, let's rock. Oh my god, why did the Doom go up so high? Wait, why did the Doom go up so high, though? It says plus 1% Doom, and it went up, like... Let's just continue climbing. Game's cheating. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. It seems to connect the door to a hole inside the central pillar. There's a switch inside. You'll have to risk getting cut by the numerous glass shards and knives. Find a switch. Not enough dexterity. You can feel the sharp glass ripping your flesh as you search for the switch. Finally, you grab a cable and follow with your bleeding fingers until you find the button. With a buzz, the gate opens. We're still in it! We're still in it. Following the winding staircase, you're stopped by a metal gate. A tiny page nailed to the gate explains that opening the gate will require you to grab 2 metal rods. Using your own body as a natural conductor, you will power up the gate. Ah, yeah, this is where it ends, I believe. Too bad we can't get, like, Ryuchi to do it. What happens if we kill him? I think I just lost a stamina for killing him. We have Student B also. Might as well just get her out of here. Oh, no, you gain a stamina for killing them. Interesting. Yeah, this is going to drop our stamina too low, but let's go for it. And we're dead. Close. Really close. Dang. Alright, well, we have enough time to maybe do one more run. So... yeah, we'll try the Miku run again. Probably not the best way to end World of Horror for the month, but you know, that's just how it goes. Some of these sessions have been incredible, some of these sessions have been really rough. I'm gonna skip through this to save time. Oh wait, which investigation? I clicked the wrong one. Yeah, it happens. It really just happens, and you can't control it, but that is why I love this game. It is a lot of luck involved, and there is a lot of hedging your bets, but clearly I need to play the game more. I clicked custom playthrough. You know what? That's fine. Let's play a character I haven't shown off yet. Didn't want you to participate in Ayaka's ritual. Now they're all dead and their souls will continue to torment her. You know what? I'm feeling the Yumiko run. Let's do it. Yumiko Knight Errant. This is gonna happen. And... you know what? This might be the last run of October, so let's put in my least favorite Eldritch God to deal with, Yogatheg. Look at that goofy boy. Ah, he's a big old axolotl monster. Is gonna be the win, honestly. The nuclear tests in the Pacific region have awakened something evil in the depths of the Mariana Trench. Yogatheg is now slowly emerging, ready to once again rule the coastlines. He's so goofy, he's a little cutie. And we got Knight Errant. We know what Knight Errant does at this point. We got this. I'm feeling it. I might skip some of the more flavor text, but don't worry, I'll still read the important fun stuff. Anyone outside? Ah, perfect. If they're outside, it's a win. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there is something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. So we got Sorrowful Saga of Moonlit Sailors, Mysterious Myth of Medusa, Thaumaturgy Teacher, Abnormal Arms, and Beckoning Bulletin. All of them are pretty alright. Actually, only one of them is going to involve a boss fight at the end, so... because honestly, I've been getting Ending B on Beckoning Bulletin, and while I think Ending B should be Ending A doesn't involve a boss fight, so we'll be fine there. Let's start with Medusa Metamorphosis, just to get the boss out of the way. Everyone is talking about this weird giant jellyfish ambushing swimmers. Even the local biology teacher can't identify the species, as more and more people end up hurt badly. You remember, from reading an article, that a famous marine biologist is spending his vacation in the city. Maybe you should seek help from him? Famous biologist is spending his vacation at the seaside mansion. You take a bus there. Don't investigate hospital and mansion or suffer its wrath. So that's what Yoga Thag does. He just says, don't go to these places or I'm gonna fuck up your doom. Good thing is, we have to go to the school for the side quest, so we don't have to worry about Yoga Thag for now. Alright, starting off great. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. Oh, starting immediately with holes. And a concussion for some reason? I don't know how we got the concussion. Immediately starting with holes. This is it. This is the run. Has to be. Oh, and we weren't supposed to investigate there, so Yoga Thag is furious. Catch a glimpse of an art class. One disturbing painting draws your attention. Take a peek, horrified. Gasp in pure horror. Twisted faces, impossible angles, and enormous monoliths make you sick. Some scientists say certain medusas don't age, constantly growing in size. Good to know. Let's see. Don't investigate forest or school. That's fine. We're going downtown for now. The only metro line in your town connects the university and the science complex. You could take a ride to gain some time, but you got a feeling something is wrong. Where are all the people? Not on the train, that's where, but you know where I'm at. Luck check failure. God damn it. Something is clearly wrong. There are no lights inside the metro car, and all you can see are countless handprints pressed against the window. Taking the bus, you can't help but notice the large number of trees have suddenly died. What could be the cause? Alright, we can go to the seaside. We don't have to worry about Yoga Thag for now. Suddenly, the air around you begins to whirl. A supernatural wave of freezing wind is approaching. Brace yourself. Strength check, success. The sudden blizzard disappears as fast as it began. You leave the beach quickly. Finally arrive at the seaside. The water here is unnaturally cold and unwelcoming. Wait a minute. That's weird. Shouldn't be able to see the lighthouse from this side of the bay. Don't evade hospital, forest, or village. Okay, we're doing seaside, so that's fine. The ocean is hungry. You're stopped by a person with a knife. They look incredibly sad. It wants me. I'm afraid I'm too much of a coward to do it myself. Can you help me? Talk him out of it. Charisma check failure. Unable to convince the person, you close your eyes as they jump off the cliff. Some of the mansions are abandoned and the roads leading to them are overgrown. You have to, somehow, find biologist's vacation home. Downtown, forest, or mansion. But we need to go to the forest, you jerk. Alright, let's just go investigate the village for a turn. An old priest is performing a ritual to appease a local demon imprisoned underground. You're invited to join them. Participate. Knowledge check failure. Distracted by a huge man wearing a demon mask, you have trouble following the intricate pattern of steps, bows, and claps. The ritual is a disaster. Downtown, forest, or mansion. Listen, if you don't want me to go to the forest, I get it, buddy, but you're kind of being a pain in my ass. You had no idea that the funeral you'd been invited to would end with the guests slashing their hands to feed the deceased with their blood. You stay at the back, shocked by how grotesque it is. Suddenly, the guests turn their head in your direction. It's your turn now. Try to talk them out of it. Charisma check failure. The mourners don't take no for an answer and forcibly draw your blood. We're doing great. Doing fantastic. He literally does not want me. I'm going to the forest. Fuck you, Yoga Thag. Sudden storm forces you to find shelter in a nearby cave. Looking around, you discover strange markings on the cave's wall. Try to decipher them. Knowledge check. Success. You recognize the strange symbols and connect them to the horrors plaguing your town. Don't investigate downtown, mansion, or hospital. You finally enter the right place. Inside, there are many jars with various jellyfish species. Where's the biologist himself? In the mirror, you catch a glimpse of something that shouldn't be there. Wow, really racking up the doom. Inside a dusty study, you find a map of the cliffside and with one point clearly marked. Is this where the biologist is performing his studies? The room layout of this place doesn't make any sense. You've been trying to leave this mansion, but each door leads to the same musty hallway. You start to panic, trying to find a solution. Look for a way out. Luck check, failure. You panic and begin to run through the doors, each time ending up in the same musty corridor. Eventually you collapse, exhausted and terrified. When you get up an hour later, you spot a tiny door you missed. It leads you to the main hall. A way out! -2 stamina. I don't know. Sometimes it just says don't blink or suffer its wrath, so none of you better blink. Standing on the beach, you realize something. The map's coastline doesn't match the actual thing. Why is that? Walking on the beach, you spot a weirdly colored rock. It seems to be covered in some kind of black algae. Getting closer, you realize it's not a rock. It's the Drowner Sponge. We gotta fight him. This is kind of turning into a yucky run already. -2 reason is rough, but I can handle that for now. And boop bop bam, take him out of here. The tides. The rise and fall of the sea level changes the coastline. You should wait. Low tide reveals a semi-sunken cave which corresponds with the point marked on the map. Reluctantly, you enter into the unknown. Low tide reveals a semi-sunken cave. Is this the place where the biologist is running their experiment? Whatever you decide to do, you should hurry. When the high tide comes, the whole cave will be submerged underwater, potentially trapping you there. You explore the cave, trying not to slip and fall into the cold water. Hearing some weird noise from behind a corner, you brace yourself. The humanoid creature seems to have no skin. Its black blood courses through yellow veins, and its pale sinew and powerful muscles are visible. It screams and lunges at your direction. Waves violently crash against the rocks as the gory horror begins to circle you. It's the meat horror! Wow, -2 all again. Or -2 all in general does not seem fun. I do 8 damage per turn, which means it's going to be 4 turns. We're going to have to try dodging for now. We're just going to have to try dodging for now. Oh, Lord. Uh-oh. Keep dodging. Just keep dodging, Yumiko. We can make it out of this. This is the only boss battle for this run, so if we can just... Whoa, he just did a lot of... Why? For what purpose? Okay. Using the book. We're gonna regain 1 reason. And we're gonna... Oh my god. I don't even know. This is already just like, what the actual fuck? You're gonna die at the beginning of the next encounter. Okay. But what if we desperate struggle and then go for 2? No, that's not gonna be enough damage. Yeah, this run's already botched. I'm not even sure at this point. This game just does not want me to have it. What's extracurricular activity? Oh, no. Alright, speedrun. I am going to probably read a little bit less, and we're just going to do it. Watch this, speedrun. Yumiko, Knight Errant, this thing. You know what? Kuturufu, because we haven't tried him yet. Gargantuan body of Kuturufu lies submerged within a sunken city, where its boundless reveries sow turmoil and insanity. When the stars are right, Kuturufu will awaken once more, and the nightmare shall begin. Alright, so this one is more doom if I take reason damage. So we're gonna use the book immediately, because I thought that was the bat. We're gonna equip the bat. I don't even need the book. Watch this. I'm gonna bathe, and get some stamina, or some EXP. Grab that extra fund. Get out of here. Inexplicable morbid events. We already know that one. So, oh, here we go. Starting with Kana. Usually starting with Kana is great. While returning to your home, someone suddenly bumps into you. Did you know? You turn around. It's your friend living in the same apartment complex, Kana. That weird dude is back, you know? The one who studies fish? You shrug, opening the door. Kana follows and immediately enters the kitchen. A while later, she returns with 2 cans of soda. Aren't you curious? What weird fish did he bring this time? She grins. I saw the creepy neighbor carrying some jars inside his apartment. I wonder, what weird fish did he find this time? Will you check it out? He will surely recognize me if I try to do it myself. Please? Gotta investigate the seaside. Suddenly, the air around you begins to whirl. A supernatural wave of freezing wind is approaching. Brace yourself. Strength check success. Investigate the seaside again. Crabs are feasting on a bloated corpse carried to the beach by waves. Search the body. Dexterity check. Failure. Reaching for the body, you're attacked by several crabs that don't want to share their meal. You may be going crazy, but you swear something is watching you from the sea. Sitting in a bathtub, you spot something and pick it up. It's a pair of scissors. You've used it to cut your own hair. It wasn't a perfect job by any means, but you fooled them. You had a more serious matter to focus on, after all. Plus 5 EXP, minus 2 stamina. Thank you, game. Dude's working at school, right? We could break into his office. What do you mean we shouldn't? Must be empty because he just came back and his classes begin next week. You enter the kitchen. Even though it's abandoned and the lights are off, something is cooking in a large pot. You don't like the smell of it. And we couldn't find a first aid kit. The neighbor's office at school is empty. You do find a few jars, all filled with weird eel-like fish. Despite your protests, Kana decides to take one jar home. You ever seen an eel like this? It's so freaky. Don't you have a feeling it's watching us? How can she sip her soda so calmly, staring at this creepy creature? I don't know, man. If it's a good soda, you know. Mr. Ooh, your neighbor, is a horror manga artist. He's struggling to come up with a satisfying ending for his newest story. Let him come up with his own stuff. It was all a dream? You're a genius, he shouts, grabbing a pencil. Excuse me now, I've got a bestseller to write. You roll up your eyes and prepare to leave. I've seen him burning some notes behind our apartment building. Let's go and check it out. Is this eel even alive? Wandering through an empty corridor, you find an old vending machine. You don't recognize the brands of sodas inside, but you really could use a drink. Which is why we're going to get the most expensive one. Taste seems a little odd, but you enjoy the drink anyways. Kana was right. Someone tried to burn some papers. Must have been in a hurry because some of the papers look salvageable. You both return to your apartment, try to decipher the notes. It's so weird. Your neighbor really was into eels, it seems. You begin to wonder if spying on your neighbor was a good idea to begin with. Burn notes, they basically say there's some spooky eels or something. They'll go inside you if you're not careful. Passing by a faulty elevator, its doors suddenly open. You take a step back, noticing a weird tall woman standing in the darkness. Do you live here? I've never seen you. Cyclops neighbor, easy peasy. Just beat her up and pretend she doesn't exist. One reason damage is perfectly manageable. And bam! Easy peasy. Must be something more we can learn. I'll try to break into his apartment tomorrow morning. What if he's hiding in there? You shrug non-committally. You just wish you could throw this damn jar into the trash. Waves lazily wash upon the shore. You take a deep breath, the fresh sea air clears your head. Thinking about how stupid it is of Kana to try and break into your neighbor's apartment, you go to sleep. Spend an entire day waiting for Kana. Where the hell is she? Suddenly, everything slows to a crawl. It's the Time Warper. Just beat him up too. He does all damage? I thought he did doom damage for some reason. It's completely manageable. Take care of him real quick. Kana's been missing since yesterday. You decided to check out the neighbor's apartment yourself. Cautiously enter your neighbor's kitchen. I always love the effect on that guy. Yeah, I love that his eyes are all weird and warped. It's really nice. A lot of these enemies have a lot of little touches on them. You're shocked to see countless jars filled with eels flailing around restlessly. Where the hell is Kana? He's in the bedroom! I found the neighbor, but when his eye burst, I slipped on the blood and lost consciousness. I'm afraid there's something in my own eye now, too. We must puncture her eye now. It never gets easier to watch. Oh, God, I hate that. Shocked, you see countless tiny eels crawling out of your friend's eye in all directions. Will Kana even survive the blood loss? You rush to the hospital with Kana, getting a lot of attention from horrified people. Your friend is taken immediately to the operating theater, and you collapse on a chair in the waiting area. Wake up, dude. You've been asleep for 3 hours. You groggily open your eyes to see your friend. Kana is wearing an eye patch. Not so pretty anymore, eh? I couldn't exactly tell the doctors the truth about what happened, and I'm pretty sure I won't be winking with my left eye anytime soon. But thank you for saving my life. Oh yeah, if we have Kana, -1 damage during combat, we might have a good chance at this one, actually. You're still processing the events of the previous night. Corpse-eating eels that lay their eggs and eyes? Sitting with your friend Kana before your apartment building, you watch the police officers emptying out your neighbor's place. Gotta level up, and store closed. That's okay, we don't need the dog store. Quick thinking, leadership, or folklore studies. We're gonna do quick thinking with strength, because our stats are actually our health is pretty good right now. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? Oh, I didn't even check. There's an empty bottle in there. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to get some reason back, and then we're going to immediately use that to get some stamina back. I think I saw a spine-chilling story of school scissors in here. Was it? Yeah, let's get this one out of the way. Another boy from your school has disappeared. Rumor has it, a terrible woman has returned from the grave. A woman with the widest smile and the sharpest scissors. You knew your friend was up to something when he left you his notebook full of cryptic notes. I can send her back where she belongs, he claimed. After he too disappeared, you decided to study the notebook for clues. It details a ritual that claims to stop the wicked woman once and for all. What's the worst thing that could happen? Your missing friend has left you a notebook. If the rumors are true, to stop the tall woman with scissors, you'll need to perform a ritual to force your material form to appear in our dimension. Accomplishing this requires first the drawing of an eldritch sigil and then the lighting of holy candles. You can only hope your friend has left them somewhere around the school. Well, we at least got his diary for now. And check out the school lockers, pick up the baseball bat, sell the baseball bat because we got the lucky bat, and start exploring. Tall woman with an unsettling face and twitching lips stops you.
I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff to my new office?
Yeah, let's help her. Luck check, success. The creepy substitute teacher hands you some old books to carry. Among the mundane titles, you find one called Extinction of Mankind. You shudder, feeling the teacher's gaze on your back. Let's resolve that. I feel like something horrible is happening within the school. You must hurry and find those items. I feel like Kana's too old to be walking around the school, but you know, it's what it is. Stumble upon the computer room. This is a good opportunity to check the school's database to look for anything that might help your investigation. Check it out. Knowledge check, failure. You instead look up horse teeth, I guess. You find a curious folder containing photos. With rising horror, you discover that you're in every one of them. Last photo shows a smiling man standing over your bed. You found an additional page from your friend's diary. It seems that the blessed chalk was left in the pool. You must hurry and find it. You enter the damp-smelling sport wing. You notice a backpack drifting on a swimming board in the middle of the pool. Could it be what you were looking for? Enter the water. You enter the pool and start swimming towards the backpack. Suddenly the water turns murky, and you realize you're not alone in the pool. A bloated figure emerges from the murky water, blocking your only way out of the pool. I can't help but laugh. This is such a goofy looking dude. Yeah, 1 stamina. See, this is why Kana might be the best companion. You get eerie episode of Evolving Eels. Oh my god, go for it first every time. Kana is so useful to have. Like, this guy would be doing 2 stamina per hit right now if I didn't have Kana blocking attacks for me. You found Blessed Chalk, which you can use to draw the sigil in your ritual. You copy the sigil as best you can on the blackboard. Hopefully, it'll be enough. Let's check that diary. So it's upside down triangle, weird martini thing. I don't like that the upside down triangle in this is like that. That is the correct triangle. Don't let the game fool you. I wish they would change the sprite to match the book, or vice versa. But let's keep going. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Location's threat level increases. Sounds of the scissors is getting louder. You must hurry. Enter the school bathroom to wash your face with cold water. A sudden noise behind you stops you in your tracks. One of the stall doors is opened on its own. Escape the bathroom. Nope the fuck out. You might be paranoid, but there's no way you're risking an encounter with a ghost here. You found the holy candles in your friend's backpack. You lit them as instructed by the notebook. Everything is ready for the ritual. Wait, what's that? Ah, my ears! Take a step back as the writhing amorphous mass slowly takes shape. Soon, it becomes a tall, woman-like creature with 3 faces, all connected by a wide smile. That is your chance to fight and defeat this horror. It is also your only chance. Twisting and twitching, the demon woman enters the classroom, cackling menacingly.
Am I beautiful?
Alrighty, and she also is just going to do no damage to us. Thanks, Kana. You really are the MVP of this game. Oh, she gave us the slit mouth. Oh, that's a minor injury, though, so that's easy to fix up. We just go to the school nurse, next investigation. Easy peasy. The ancient horror lies dead on the classroom floor, slowly dissolving into nothingness. You find your friend, gravely wounded but alive. You help him up, and both of you limp away from the school as the police sirens get louder. Ending A. Scissors Woman is gone for good. Or is she? You shudder, knowing the urban legend will inspire another kid in another city to try and summon the eldritch being. Nice. Air is heavy. I don't care as long as I can bathe in my tub. Fill the bottle with water, do that. Immediately use the bottled water to get our stamina back up a little bit. So we got, abnormal arms, noisy nails. I haven't done noisy nails yet, so this one makes me a little nervous. Let's do this one now. Morbid killing spree continues as another body is found in the city's river. Every victim shares one common trait. Their finger and toenails are missing. They've been pried off. Why nails? Could the killer have a hidden motive? Are they sending a message? Must hurry up before they claim another victim. With no leads, a trip to the police station could be useful. A friend's cousin works there and she could help you. Time is of the essence, so you decide to take a shortcut through the abandoned building site. And, oh, it's another investigation where you gather gossip. He hasn't been the same since he came back. He hasn't come to school since last week. I overheard my parents talking about a horrible accident. They said that the girl's father went mad from grief. Okay, I'm guessing that's it, maybe? And no one wants to join me. Did the killing have anything to do with the father who lost his daughter in an accident? Interesting. Let's keep investigating for now. Pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for her train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since you've last seen her. These days, she's moderating a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. Maybe she knows something useful? Let's chat. Charisma check failure, +1 reason. Nice. Also, I forgot to cure my slit mouth. There we go. Wait, what is that status? Oh, just a dream. Just a dream? Lowers your doom by 2% at the end of the mystery. Interesting. Reluctantly, your friend's cousin gives you a photocopied file. You thank her and leave quickly. School building seems like a safe place to study the file. You enter the school gym, you notice a strange black doll propped up against the wall. Against your better judgment, you approach the doll. What you see makes you gasp in horror. The doll isn't a doll. Your sudden movement causes tiny black spiders to flee, revealing a white, half-eaten corpse. Victims of the serial killer seem to be chosen randomly. There's no obvious pattern in regard to age, sex, and education. You should continue your search in a hospital, where the victims are. Travel to killer encounter? Ooh, what's this about? Can't shake off the feeling that you are being watched. Oh, hello. -2 reason. Try to sneak into the mortuary, but the hospital staff is on high alert. You decide to wait here a bit. Maybe you'll manage to find a way in. Someone's been branding the patients with occult symbols. Branded like cattle. Are they preparing a feast for their eldritch masters? +4% doom. One of the mortuary technicians acts strangely. He has left the building and returned twice already. Each time he comes back, an ambulance with a new victim arrives. You're stopped by a tall man wearing a dirty kabuki mask. Make it harder than it needs to be. Give me your fingers. You hesitate, seeing something metallic in the man's hands. Yeah, man, sure, agree. Why not? You extend your arm and the masked man grabs your hand, studying it. Before you can protest, he takes a pair of pliers out of his pocket and rips off one of your nails. Why? -1 stamina. Notice that the man keeps his hospital keys in a back pocket. If you could steal it, entering the hospital would be much easier. Just missing a nail. Hearing footsteps, you turn around. Behind you stands a pretty woman in a sweater. Natural beauty, yes, this is exactly what I need. You shudder seeing the weird woman reaching into her pocket and producing a nasty-looking knife. Pretty face. Mind if I borrow it? Oh, this is actually pretty useful because we can get the lucky rings out of this. And she's only doing 1 stamina damage, so we're fine. I'm gonna toss the empty bottle at her. There we go. Wow, that did 4 damage. I didn't realize the empty bottle was that powerful. Jeez. And done. And we got the lucky earrings. Let's equip those for +2 luck, and then let's level up real quick. Yeah, swing and hit. We definitely want swing and hit, and I still have just high enough stats that I'm going to increase my strength some more. And then I'm also going to rest to increase my health just a little bit more. Oh, I'm sorry. You excuse yourself after bumping into the man. He frowns and hurries away, not noticing that you've managed to steal his hospital keys. While taking an elevator, you get a terrible feeling as if something bad is about to happen. The elevator doors open. Luck check, success. The elevator doors open, revealing a hospital corridor. It's getting dark, and the suspicious man has not returned yet. Now's your only chance to check out the mortuary and learn about the serial killer's victims. Using the hospital key, you've managed to enter the mortuary floor unnoticed. The hospital floor is eerily quiet. You prepare your weapon, wondering what's going to happen next. The whole room has a pungent, irritating smell you can barely stand. All the dissection tables are empty and you're afraid to think where the bodies are now. You must hurry up before the suspected killer returns back. Is that a human nail? The masked man jumps from behind the door and you barely dodge his blade. The kabuki killer takes a step back, revealing his gruesome artwork. An unfinished statue of a child made of human nails. Suddenly, the statue springs to life and bites the man's neck. The serial killer is visibly confused and tries to stop the bleeding as a geyser of blood paints the whole mortuary red. The being's face slowly turns towards you. Oh God. Oh, that's rancid. Oh, that's disgusting. Jesus. Unfinished child. Kill it. Let's just kill it. Let's just kill it and get the fuck out of here, Yumiko. You know, I actually really enjoy playing as Yumiko, even though there's nothing particularly special about their, I like the character. I think it's fun to play, and I like the lucky bat, and with the lucky earrings and the bat, I feel like we're pretty lucky right now. Also, if you know what you're doing, you can hurt your enemies really, really easily as Yumiko. The horrible nails beast finally stops moving. Knowing you won't be able to explain it to the police, you trigger the fire alarm and escape before anyone arrives. Father's grief led to the creation of this monster. Hopefully, they will be joined in death. I honestly thought I was gonna fight him. What a disgusting twist to that investigation. Ugh. And that was ending A. We got ending A, I'm pretty sure, there. So, that worked out. Heart of Darkness. Opposing shadow cast by the old lighthouse is getting longer with each day. Oh, that's fine. We can handle the lighthouse being a little bit bigger. I say, right now, not knowing how it's going to turn out in the end. Did I pick up the money? I did make sure to pick up the money, at least. There's a mystery to investigate. We got Blood-Curdling Botanist and Abnormal Arms. Abnormal Arms is really quick and easy, so let's just get Botanist out of the way. Bizarre Brood of the Blood-Curdling... Because we're also not going to be able to get the A rank ending on this since Morbid Mermaids didn't show up. Your neighbor asked you to help. Her husband, Shiro-san, has gone missing. He ran away from her to go marry a package of fertilizer. You got the business card of a gardening company where the missing man was working. Maybe some of his colleagues could tell you something useful. The only metro line in your town connects the university and the science complex. You could take a ride to gain some time, but you got a feeling something is wrong. Where are all the people? Let's take a ride. Luck, chance, success. Even though the metro car is completely empty, you arrive at your station without any problems, saving valuable time, minus 2% doom. Shiro-san has always been a weirdo, but he's good at what he does. Last month he ordered a pack of experimental fungicide from Tokyo. I think I've seen the dispatch order with an address somewhere, the old man says. Help me move this dirt and I'll look for it. Once again, this is like the 5th time. You know, maybe it's because I leave Shiro-san to die all the time. Whoa, what the hell? The line between your dreams and reality is blurred beyond recognition, and you can't tell what's real anymore. As you struggle to hold on to your sanity, a sense of panic takes hold. The world around you starts to warp and distort, and you can feel yourself slipping further and further away from reality. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Let the dimensional voyeur devour you. Yay. Kuturufu Fatagan. Or fight against this feeling. Kuturufu Fatagan. Kuturufu will rise once again, and the world as you know it is about to be consumed by darkness. Plus 10 EXP, plus 2% doom. Wonder what happened if I let that thing eat me. Well, the dispatch order is stained with a foul-smelling liquid. You think you can make out the address, at least parts of it. The house is somewhere in the nearby forest. Fred is returning from a trip to Africa, has invited you to dinner. This time they've outdone themselves. This is a real feast, full of exotic meats. It's getting late and you can't stay for long, but the host asks if you want to take anything home with you. But wine, of course. Of course. I have enough bottles to last a whole year, your friend says, handing you a bottle. Drink that wine real quick. Get some reason and an empty bottle. Shiro-san's right here, I can smell him. No, he's not. Exploring the forest is exhausting. It's getting dark, so you decide to get back to the main road, but where is that? Are you lost? You seem to walk in circles, unable to leave the cursed forest. Hours later, a pair of hikers find you and help you. Really embarrassed, but safe. I meant he's right here. I was close. Walking through the woods, you discover a sweater. It's torn apart and covered in blood. But where is the owner? Wild beasts must have killed this poor person. You say a quick prayer before continuing. This corner. A parasitic organism burrows under the bark, undulating slowly. Investigate it. Knowledge check failure. Bark is flabby and sticky. Makes you recoil in horror. Right here? Follow a faint sound to a telephone line pole. The moment you notice giant hairy balls underneath it, they start to twitch and rise. I also noticed I got a hangover. -1 to all stats until the end of the current mystery. Oh! So drinking the wine does have a negative effect. I didn't know that. I personally did not know that it does that. I really hope I don't get burns from the hairy balls. We seem good so far. Okay, no burns. We're good. He just raised our doom a little bit. But we gotta level up out of that fight, so I ain't complaining. Haunting dreams. Yeah, haunting dreams plus strength, and we'll be good. And then we'll have 8 strength after this investigation, which is nice. Dropping tree branches hang over a path, framing it in an almost macabre way. It's almost inspiring. Let's get lost in thoughts. Charisma check failure. You get completely lost in your thoughts and fall into a hole that was clumsily covered with branches and leaves. Who set up this trap? And for whom? This one. It's gotta be this one. Uh-oh. Hearing some rustling behind a bush, you decide to hide behind a tree. There, you spot 3 men, each armed with a rifle. They're obviously looking for something. Or someone. Reveal yourself. Strength or charisma check failure. I'll take hasty aid. You walk from behind a tree and wave. Suddenly you hear a bang and feel an impact on your shoulder, which quickly turns into intense pain. Damn, that's not him. You hear the scream of one of the men before everything gets dark. When you open your eyes, you find yourself next to a road leading to the forest. Your wound is bandaged, but you fear it's not enough. -2 stamina plus status. Shiro-san, Jesus, man, where are you? Shape shimmers beneath the surface. With a splashy sound, something emerges from the murky depths. It's just Leech Girl. We are, actually really low on health all of a sudden. This is really unfortunate that it got that bad that fast. This is what happens when you get stuck exploring the woods for forever. Finally, after what felt like hours of following the dirt road, you find the old mansion. It's completely overgrown with plants you've never seen before. In front of the mansion, there's the gardening company minivan filled with boxes. Slowly, you enter the building with caution. Stand in the middle of the room when suddenly the floor gives way, and you fall down to the basement. Falling through the hole in the floor, find yourself in an overgrown basement. In the corner lies a man you recognize. It's Shiro-san, the missing gardener. You must help him escape this cursed place. Alright, we all know the routine. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. He's dead. This man is dead. It doesn't matter. There's fungus inside of him. The fungus is among us, and quite frankly, I can't be bothered. I'm gonna take the hit to our doom. R.I.P. R.I.P. Shirozan. It's like the 4th or 5th time I've let him die tonight. Uh-oh. I failed them. 6% doom. Oh, no. We're at 50, actually, so I don't mind taking that hit at all. And, yeah, we got a lot of our stats back. Winds of Plague, that's fine. You terrible person! Hey, that's poor grammar. You only need 1 exclamation point. That actually reminds me, when I was young, I remember, you know, everyone I'm sure has reached that at some point. We had to write a short story. And I was like, I'm going to put a bunch of exclamation points. That seems awesome. And then they were like, -5 points. You only need 1 exclamation point. I was just like, even as a kid, I was like, what the hell, man? It was cool. I was exclaiming something cool. Come on. Definitely need more than 1. If it's something important, I think more than... Okay, now you're just freaking me out. That's really scary. Alarming account of abnormal arms. This is the best mystery to have for our last one. I remember when it started. The woman next door was strangled to death in her bed. No sign of forced entry. The killer was never found, and the apartment remained vacant. What are the town stats? Oh, the dog is out. I kind of considered buying a thing of cigarettes, but if we can't... Well, actually, I think maybe the illegal den has cigarettes. We can hire the Rock. We're hiring the Rock. I don't care. 3% Doom. I've been wanting to show this off since I started streaming. You know what? If anything, all of tonight was worth it to show you guys Dwayne the Rock Johnson in World of Horror. This is my favorite ally in the entire game. It's this old-ass picture of him. And he gives you +2 strength, so, like, actually, pretty good. Ewa looks around. Did you hear that? Never mind. I love this trace. I hope this trace never disappears from the game. That was totally worth it. I was going in there to get cigarettes, and I ended up coming out with a Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Let's investigate the hospital twice for this mission. I've been waiting for this moment. Same. I feel like I've mentioned it a lot and never ran into him till now. As you glance around, this one is so long. Just spend the money. Don't worry about it. Go to the hospital again. Sorry, have you seen the doctor? Suddenly disappeared, and I'm not sure whether the surgery is over. Forgotten patient. She looks so, like, normal. I feel really bad for her. Is she the horror, or is the horror what the doctor did to her? She is attacking us for some reason. So I guess she's the horror, but, like, why is she attacking us? What did we do? Anatomical Museum Archive displays a specimen with elongated arms and jellified bones. The door to her apartment was closed and she lived alone. What other ways in are there? Maybe you can get the apartment plan to compare with other flats? Roads seem to twist and turn when you're not looking, trapping you in this neighborhood. Get lost. Spend hours trying to find a way out. Finally, completely exhausted, you end up on the main street as the passage to the blighted neighborhood slowly closes down behind you. The apartment is on the 3rd floor. There's no way somebody used the window to escape the murder scene. Looking around the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished painting of a woman. Her skin a ghastly pale yellow color. The scene is disturbing. You struggle to look at it. Charisma check, success. Unintimidated by the painting, it gives you new insight into the madness that possessed your friend. Nice. You notice the odd placement of ventilation shafts. They seem too small for anyone to crawl through, though. When you stop by home to pick up your lunch, you find a pile of letters in your mailbox. Let's read the letters. What's that? You've attracted the attention of something truly evil. A little too late, something truly evil. You can't catch me now, sucker. You should interview the neighbors. Maybe you'll discover something the police missed? It's too late to catch me now, something evil. Oh god. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. And the game just wanted to remind me to be humble because it threw holes at me. Thank you, game. I appreciate it. One neighbor is complaining about her missing underwear. Telephone sounds and multiple voices are too loud for you to ignore. When you enter the apartment, everything turns silent. Gossip Junkie is not a hard fight. Let's just get this taken care of real quick. Oh, wait. I can just, like, hit a bunch now. We don't need to worry about, charging anymore. Another neighbor is complaining about weird noises coming from the vents when she's at home. Let's investigate that. You return home to freshen up. When you enter your bathroom, however, you discover that your shower is missing. In its place, there's an old clawfoot tub. The whole thing feels surreal, but you take a step towards it, wondering how it's possible. Take a bath. Luck check. Success. Bathtub sure is weird, but you feel extra refreshed. I want a clawfoot tub. That sounds great. What if it started, like, walking around like a tiger or something? That'd be awesome. Let's check the building plan to find out if there's a place where all the vents connect. Now they level up. Easy peasy. Let's see, art knowledge, perception, plus knowledge. Rate. Oh, wait. Here's what we can do. We can do art knowledge plus perception. No, actually, I'm gonna do... None of these matter, honestly, so I'm just gonna do that and get my reason back. Woman jumps out of her apartment, covered in gore. Between sobs, she tries to explain what happened. She was taking a shower when suddenly the shower head started spraying blood. Trail of blood leads into the dark apartment. Check the bathroom. Knowledge check. Success. You don't enter the bathroom. Instead, you go straight to the building's boiler room. One pipe, coming from the ground, looks like it was welded to the central system recently. Where does it lead? Every room is connected by vents coming from the unused boiler room. Could it be? Enter the dark boiler room and trip over the pipe. Cursing, you find a light switch and gasp in horror. It's not a pipe at all. It's a long, rubbery arm coiling around the room and ending in a ventilation shaft. Coming closer, you can smell something vile and rotten. Ah! You almost fall to the ground when you see the wide-open stare of the dead pervert, his elongated limbs stretching and disappearing into the vent's darkness. Inside his mouth, you find a tiny key, which we will not be needing. Just gonna put that in storage. After the police arrive, the whole building gets searched. Following the arms, the detectives find the body of a man stuck in the ventilation shaft. Later, he is identified as the building caretaker. In his closet, police find pieces of underwear and voyeuristic photos of the tenants. You're questioned thoroughly and eventually released as the murder case is being covered up as a case of unfortunate gas leak. Oh no, the holes are spreading, but that's fine. We got pretty solid. Arcane Storm does not matter. This is looking like a pretty solid run right now. All that matters is if we can survive the lighthouse or not. So let me fill the bottle with water. Immediately get some stamina back. We have more than enough doom to rest at the lighthouse. Let's do this. Let's do this. The ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. Enter the lighthouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enter the lighthouse. Let's rest twice. Twice is in 3 times. Haha, and start climbing. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. It seems to connect the door to a hole inside the central pillar. There's a switch inside. You'll have to risk getting cut by numerous glass shards and knives. Find it. Not enough dexterity. You can feel the sharp glass ripping your flesh as you search for the switch. Finally, you grab a cable and follow it with your bleeding fingers until you find the button. With a buzz, the gate opens. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by a metal gate. The tiny page nailed to the gate explains that opening the gate will require you to grab 2 metal rods. Using your own body as a natural conductor, you will power up the gate. Let's grab those rods! Not enough knowledge. Grab the rods, electricity flowing through your body and burning the nerve endings. The pain is almost unbearable, but with a buzz, the gate opens. Following the winding staircase, you're stop! Wait a minute! Someone has been taking photos focused on you. The photos include the enemies you fought with. Something wrong, but you can't precisely say what. Okay, second enemy you fought. So it's not gonna be the scissor woman. What mysteries did we do? We started with... Oh my god, I'm having a complete blank. I know it's not Cyclops Neighbor. I know it's not Scissors Woman. I want to say it's Bloated Teacher, because I think the first investigation we did, I didn't fight a single enemy during it. And I know the Time Warper came before the Bloated Teacher, but I don't remember if anything came before the Time Warper. Bloated Teacher. Wrong answer. It was probably Time Warper. Your head starts to hurt. Is everything just something you've imagined? Photos suddenly disappear. So does the door, allowing you to continue. I think it was Time Warper. Yeah, I'm so bad at that one. That's okay though. We're just gonna lose our way up the lighthouse. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by darkness. A thick black cloud is obscuring your vision, and you can swear something is waiting for you inside of it. Who is it? You decide to brave the veil. You finally emerge a while later, safe. You can't, however, explain the blasphemous whispers you heard. Stopped by a girl wearing a dirty black school uniform. Sorry, but I can't let you go any further, she says, reaching for her bag. It's too late anyway. You instinctively take a step back when you notice a knife in her hand. You have to think fast. Yeah, I don't have enough charisma for that. You try to talk her into allowing you to pass, but suddenly she raises the knife and cuts a piece of fruit to give to you, and we all have a wonderful time. Afterwards, she passes out on the floor for no particular reason, and you carefully step over her body. Following the winding staircase, you were stop. Wait a minute. Someone broke into your apartment, stole all of the clues and newspaper clippings, and pinned them here. The more you study them, you discover you can't remember any of them, except one. Okay, yeah, I did episode of Evolving Eels first, and then I did School Scissors second. Correct answer. You rip the newspaper clipping of a case you seem to remember. Underneath it is a tiny button. You press it, and with a buzz, the gate opens. See, remembering the cases I did in order is easy enough, because I usually logically think through what cases I want to do. But geez, remembering the enemy fights is tough for me. That being said, hey everybody, look at that. At the very end of it, we managed to pull out a victory. The dark clouds swirl around the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? Not at all. We did it! The last run of the Halloween season is a victory. Don't worry everybody, the world is safe. As the unnatural fog slowly lifts, you are relieved and collapse on the floor. The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You manage to stop the ritual awakening the eldritch old god, but what's done is done. You'll stir in its slumber again until the stars are right once more. Congratulations, you are safe for now. And we got 3 new achievements out of that. I thought it would have been 2, but I'll take it. Look at Yumiko, oh gosh. Let's see what achievements we got. I'm pretty sure I know which ones we got. We got hire 2 allies in 1 playthrough and win. The Tainted Violin. I actually think we only hired 1 ally. So yeah, what we did when we hired Dwayne The Rock Johnson was hiring an ally. To me, that tells me that this achievement is bugged, because we only hired him, and we got Kana just from doing that 1 mission. I don't think we had any other allies except for Kana and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So I guess if anyone's looking to get this achievement without having to hire 2 allies, because it's a lot of doom to hire 2 allies, just do that. Easy peasy. We unlocked something called the Tainted Violin from that. Complete a playthrough with Yumiko unlocks Ezal. Ooh, another old god. I didn't think there were any old gods left to unlock, but that's awesome. And then, what would the other ending have been? Oh, Knight Errant. Where would that one be? Oh, right here. Unlock the Scars backstory. Okay, well let's go see that old god I unlocked real quick. I'm actually really happy we ended that on a win. And of course, isn't it completely crazy that when I lose, it's like really bad, but then when I win, it's almost like unfair towards the game. I love this game to death. I want to give some final thoughts, even though I plan on streaming this again sometime in the future. I would like to give a couple final thoughts on it, but it doesn't matter who we click. Let's see what this is about. Made it through hell and back. You won't break me now. Lowers incoming damage by 1. Drastically lowers max stamina and reason. That seems easy. Are you kidding me? I'm almost always balancing at 5 stamina and reason through all my playthroughs anyway. Scars should be an easy backstory. Yumiko I like playing as. I like Yumiko, I like Miku, and Haru have to be my favorite characters. I haven't spent enough time playing these 4 characters, to be honest, but I might like them too, so the next time we play the game we'll be focusing on these 4. But, real quick, just to see that new old god. Ooh. Ezal, the inconceivable sadness. Let's see what this looks like real quick. Slithering through the twisted tapestry of dimensions, the festering servants of Ezal latch onto new vessels, ravenously devouring the very essence of human suffering, swelling their grotesque forms. Slowly but inevitably, the hosts succumb, their bodies and minds becoming one with the burgeoning god. Each mystery, a new status will start to weigh you down. Interesting. What kind of statuses are we talking about? I guess it doesn't matter until we start the investigation. Let me just go back to the title screen so I can talk for a second. I got some time to burn. I did speed up the first 2 investigations of that last run, but it ended up working in the end. So I guess final thoughts for now, because it might be a bit until I play World of Horror again. But I know I want to show off getting the rest of these achievements. And we only have 14 left to get, so like, I'll get to it. World of Horror is a really, really good idea, executed very well. It's not perfect, it has flaws. There are issues in the game, there are bugs. But given that I'm fairly certain it's coded by one person, and almost entirely made by one person, that doesn't matter. To me, what's important about a game is the heart that's shown, and that I personally have a fun time playing it. You know, if a game had a lot of heart and I didn't enjoy it, I'd still probably appreciate it for that aspect of the care and time that was put into it. World of Horror just kind of hits every mark for me. And I lose a lot, and I've lost a lot on stream, and that's okay. I think something that I've personally seen with a lot of other people I've interacted with, friends, maybe just like acquaintances, it seems like a lot of people struggle with the concept of losing in games, but, you know, losing is perfectly fine. And it's through that, as long as you have the right mindset, that you can really like get better at the game and improve. And I'm personally someone who's always managed to have fun even while losing, which is why I think World of Horror clicks so much for me, because I don't get frustrated, I don't get upset, I don't blame the game, I simply try again. You know it's good even if you're having fun while losing. Not quoting, or what should I say? That isn't me. I'm quoting Pincott in the chat, and Pincot's right. You should be able to have fun while losing. To quote Reggie, Reggie, the 8-foot Sasquatch that used to work for Nintendo, if the game's not fun, why bother? I think I may have misquoted it a little bit, but the idea is there. And for me, World of Horror is fun no matter what. A lot of the games I want to play on this stream are fun no matter what. And that's what's important, is having fun and being able to share something with all of you who watch, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's in the stream. And moving forward, I hope that we can have more times, more sessions, more games like World of Horror to play. And this game just hit 1.0. So who knows what kind of huge expansions are down the line. Who knows what Panstaz has in mind. And quite frankly, I have a lot of games I enjoy, but I wouldn't mind being known as the person who plays World of Horror. I've come to terms with the fact that it's a game that, after this month, has become very dear to me. It's very good, so if you're interested in playing World of Horror, get it, play it. Be ready to lose, be comfortable with that, and just have a wonderful time. And even if World of Horror isn't your thing, try to apply that to anything you play. Especially competitive games, you know? If you're the kind of person that tries to play like an esport types game, try to find the fun in losing, and I promise you'll have a much better time. I'm gonna get down from my soapbox, though. Thank you all for giving me the opportunity to do something like this. October's not over. Tomorrow, I'm going to be playing a game that looks like a lot of fun to me. YouTube just out of the blue recommended it through a trailer. It's called Little Goody Two Shoes. It's about a mysterious town with some kind of curse happening at night, but that's all I really know. With everything that's been said, I'm FibiTanuki. Thank you all so very much for coming out tonight. I appreciate you as always. Stay safe. Tomorrow's the witching hour. It's the haunted day, so ghouls, goblins, skeletons, cyclopses, businessmen, they're all gonna be out there, so just be safe. And, you know, as always, have a wonderful night. Good night, everybody.